morning, Soldier Boy here, and welcome back to good morning, Soldier Boy here, and welcome back to RoadCraft. What is live stream number 18 as we continue our journey through the game. I got my tongue tied completely there. I've been on a fantastic weekend. We're back today for 3.5 hours. As we continue on. Can't even talk from the last episode, last stream. It's going well. If you missed the last stream, which was Friday, we managed to get a bit more done on the Sandswept map, which is the one we'll continue on with today. We connected El Almir and built another bridge, upgraded a tree harvester to a harvester called the Crayfish, which was by and far the best tree harvester we've seen, and is an incredible piece of kit. And we finished the stream by starting to get materials together for some pipes that need replacing. That was kind of where we left off on Friday. Today, we've got 3.5 hours to continue on and see how much more we can get done. And then tomorrow, we begin Death Stranding 2. 2 days early of release because we paid a little bit extra to start early. We'll begin that tomorrow. And then RoadCraft will be back next week, and we'll try and slot RoadCraft in between Death Stranding 2 and yeah, we'll just I don't know where the end is. We'll try and slot it in where we can. So my son's messaging me at the same time, so it gets confusing. So yeah, we'll try and fit in as well alongside Death Stranding. Also, we're going to go back to Assassin's Creed Shadows when new content is released for that as well. Lots of things going on the channel. We're just trying to fit it all in is the problem really we're facing more than anything else. It is such hard work fitting everything in, and also obviously we're struggling with the episodic content side of things because I'm suffering from narcolepsy. So I'm just checking sound. So it's a bit of a mission at the minute, but we're hanging on there. We're doing okay. The channel itself, numbers are up, as I said in the channel schedule. If you haven't seen the schedule for this week, the schedule video went live yesterday. It should be on there under videos, or check out the live stream community post on our community page. That will give you all our live stream times this week. That is the plan. Thank you for the like, much appreciated. Crazy Iceberg, good morning. How are you? I hope you had a fantastic weekend as well. Yeah, not bad. My weekend wasn't too bad, thank you. Wasn't too bad at all. I can't. It was too hot to really do anything, to be honest. But yeah, not too bad. Okay. Done all the other stuff I need to do. So let's load in and see where we're at. We are 59 hours in according to this. 4 8 maps done, and we are currently on Sandswept, which is this map here. 51% through. It does. As we've been going through these maps, it does feel like there's a lot. Each map has more to do than the last, and although you feel like you're getting somewhere, it's a lot of missions to get a percentage. It seems it's the way it feels anyway. Ignoring the infrastructure requests, that's slightly different. But 15 of 30 objectives complete, so halfway through. 7 of 13 side objectives currently done. As I say, the big thing from last week was changing the machinery. The harvester, the Crayfish, was incredible. I want to take down more trees now because I want to use the Crayfish. But I don't think we currently need any trees, annoyingly. But yeah, an incredible piece of kit. I would just like to say, I know I said it in the schedule as well, but a massive thank you. Our numbers have gone through the roof recently. Well, I say through the roof. For me, they are. But it also is just an increase, and I don't know why. Normally, you know, as I said in the schedule, we stream at the worst time possible. We don't do a lot of what we're meant to do. We don't make titles that are searchable and all this stuff. So yeah, I'm just pleasantly surprised. Okay, let's have a look at objectives. What have we got? We've only got one mission, I think, on, and that is repair the pumping station. That's all we've got. And to do that, we need pipes. We need 3 pipes in total. We've only got 1 in storage, and I'm pretty sure we only have 1 in total. There's none in the factory. We have got a crane up there, and if I remember correctly, we finished off Friday, ran out of time. We have got some pieces of metal on the back of our truck here that we were taking, a heavy duty truck, including the tractor. Although I don't think any of that's strapped. It's strapped now. Although the barrel, I think we had barrels on there, but some have fallen off. We only need enough for 2 pipes at the end of the day. So we're going to drive this to the pipe factory, and then we will hopefully have enough pipes what we need. That's the hope anyway. You know, the first part of your favourite quest to the castle. Oh really? You have to put the generator in it. Yeah, that's fun. It did feel a little bit like cheating when we was pushing them to the castle, but it was the only way to get it done. I think in theory you just got to build a massive road all the way round. That's the only way I can see you'd be able to get there. Get them there normally would just be a big old road. That seems to be the logical step, but it's time, isn't it? That's my logical step was, we'll just push them. But yeah, we're making progress. As I say, this is the only stream of RoadCraft this week, but it is not going away. It will be back, but Death Stranding is going to be the focus. Obviously, I don't like not finishing games. I hate having stuff undone. You know, I'm one of the people that has to finish what we start. So for me, even stopping to play Death Stranding is not really the ideal way of doing things for myself. But we don't have much choice just because of the way things have worked out. Right, we've got a decision to make. Try and go up there, or do we try and go up here? Now, this is a heavy-duty vehicle. I don't know if it's got the power to get up there, though. So I don't think it will. So we'll go right instead. We've had to use this vehicle a few times now, and although it's meant to be heavy-duty in terms of carrying stuff, it isn't very strong when it comes to hills and things. Or it hasn't shown to be, at least. So I think in that we'll take the safer option rather than risk it, and hopefully that will save us some time of not getting stuck. But yeah, the crane we've got up here isn't the best crane in the world, but it's a crane at the very least. I'm just hoping that this tractor on board may be enough to get the 2 pipes that we require. Because we're close to having enough scrap for 1. I'm hoping this one will just edge it towards the 2, and then jobs are good on. But I don't know. And then we need to look at where we need to go to actually do these pipes. We got stuck on the corner, yeah. Didn't take the corner wide enough. There we go. Bring it round. I hate long trailers. There we go. You can see how this doesn't have much oomph to it. There's no power, there's no torque. It's not the best considering it's heavy duty carrier, but it's the only one we have. I think it's, well, until we unlock another one by getting everything up more. There's another way across the train tracks and the bridge across high up to the castle. I didn't see a bridge, to be fair. I don't remember a bridge, but I could be wrong. I don't know how many barrels we had on the back of this when we set out, but we've definitely not got them all left. I think there's only 1 left over. We tried putting these big ones up with the crane on the last stream and failed miserably. One of them was actually perched up there and failed. Just that crane is just not good enough to pull those. Oh, you make this stone bridge? Oh, concrete bridge you mean? That's not a bad shout, to be fair. Yeah, that's not a bad shout. Make a bridge. I hadn't thought of that, to be fair. At the time, and that actually hadn't even crossed my mind, to be fair. Come on. What we're carrying isn't that heavy. If you think about it, it's just the tractor and a barrel or 2. You'd think. Okay, this is full pedal to the metal, and just hasn't got the oomph. Admittedly, it's a trailer not getting traction on some of that, but it just hasn't got the oomph to get anywhere. That's why we don't use this very often. We have used it for transporting equipment previously, like the dozer and stuff, but not the dozer, the roller and the asphalt layer, but it just lacks so much. I don't think this is the upgraded version. Maybe we need to look at the upgraded version. Maybe that would be better. Because obviously the upgraded versions are better. Normally by one, if you look on the actual thing that gives the stats. Why are we struggling here? Wheels aren't really on the road, are they? Let's just get back a little bit. Try and get the wheels on the road rather than the sand. See if that gives a bit more traction. But yeah, it's just... There's a few vehicles that I just don't like using now, and it's because they're just poor. The Wayfarer being the biggest one. I hate using the Wayfarer. The Wayfarer is the worst vehicle in the game so far. By far. Right, let's unstrap our cargo. I think we've made 2 barrels make it here. Is it 1 or 2? A couple of barrels. Tractor's gone. We have enough for 3 pipes. Perfect. That was the only reason we did this, was for the pipes. I don't know where I'm going to leave this at the minute. Obviously I need it out of the way. Let's think about what we're going to do first. So, that is that done. Repair the pipes. So where are we repairing these? Oh, all the way down here. Okay. So where do we need to go? There's one here, which is at the substation, where we connected power before. That was the other thing. It wasn't a mission. It wasn't a mission request that we saw, but we got the power connected from the substation and the power substation there. So they're now back connected. This now has power at the port. It wasn't a mission we had, but we did it because we could see it needed doing. And I think that some of it, we need to look at some of those. So this needs power. I'm not too sure how we're going to get it there. That may be a mission related, just because there's no power nearby. Al-Almir needs power too. I wonder if that may be a transformer, and then we can connect the two. But yeah, sometimes there are missions that aren't given to you, and you just need to do them anyway. I think this may be the same. The solar station, once it's back up and running, got the commercial central distribution substation. But yeah, this is the infrastructure missions that we've seen, that we can see on the start screen. Some of them say 0, some of them say more than that. They don't count towards 100% percentage, although the replayability, go back and do all the extra stuff. But these are the connecting these. So the electric field, where would that connect from? Oh, you've got to find the electrical source yourself for that one. Yeah, I think that may become a mission for that one. And again, for that one, yeah, I think both of those are going to become missions. Just because I can't see another way of doing them. Power line. Ah, that needs power there as well. Again, miles away from power. So I'm curious to see objective-wise whether that will come up that way instead. But, back to what we're actually doing. So one pipe is down here. And then the other ones are where? Are over here. Okay, they're near El Almir, which is actually near Desert Base, to be fair. So what I'm thinking, we do have 2 mules now, to be fair. We need to get these pipes back to somewhere where they can be picked up. I think get them back to Desert Base. The pipes we've just made, put them in storage. We can get one out over here at our river base. Do this one here, and then potentially we could, and then back to river base for the other 2, or we get all 3 out. Do that one. And then drive into El Almir and do the other 2. Although it's just off El Almir, isn't it? It's there and there. I think Desert Base is the closest base for these that we've made. So let's do that. I think that's a plan. Is this exit? It's not all clear, is it? There's some debris in the way. Otherwise, I'd use the exit. So if we exit the way we came in, let's turn this round. So we've got a crane here. So what I'm thinking is we load this up with the 3 pipes. The only thing I will say, and we've done it before accidentally, if you go through the recycling part with pipes, I think it can put them back in. Or was that storage? It might have been storage actually. Okay. Let's do that. And then if we swap here to our crane, which is up here. We were originally trying to get some of this metal up here into there and couldn't do it. We'll stick the 3 pipes on the back of our carrier, take it to the desert base, and that'll be in storage then, and then we can get them out at our other base, and then go and do all 3 of the pipes. That's the only mission on at the minute. I've got a feeling this mission here will finish as maybe the second part of Sandswept. Let's have a handbrake off. Which if it does, brilliant. Right, all 3 pipes are out. Right, we haven't got the best reach with this, so we'll get this in position and get the other vehicle in position as well. I'm not a fan of this crane at all. These small cranes I just find annoying and frustrating to use. Oh yeah, no, I know some of them. Well, actually, the recycling vehicles, like the tractor there, were strapped down anyway. So it does. So the scrap vehicles, it will strap down on this. But yeah, normal vehicles, you need to put something on it. Yeah. We don't use it enough to worry too much about it, to be fair. Okay. We need to be on in a semi-decent fashion, I think, rather than just chucked on. Mainly because they need to stay on. Yeah, we haven't got, so you can see this crane doesn't have the greatest reach at all, that's the thing. Right, 1. It's rolling, but I can't stop that. I hope it doesn't roll off. Okay, we are on a part slope, aren't we? That's obviously why it's rolling. I didn't really want it on the back there, to be honest. It's not where I wanted it in the slightest. Roll isn't going to stay. I think it's going to stay. I can move the other one. No, it's rolling as well. They can be right at the back, but that's not the end of the world, to be fair. As long as they're on and strapped in, we'll be fine. Just can't. There we go. Bring this one back this way. Okay, they're all 3 together now. They obviously need strapping down. Let them settle. I'm just letting them settle for a minute. So the one I've got on is still moving. Strap. Right, they're strapped. Let's get going. They're all strapped. As long as they stay on, that's all they're going to do is stay on until we get to our desert base, and then job done. Oh yeah, you can. Yeah, he just slips out. Yeah. Yeah, we don't use them to worry too much. Do you know what? I've still not used the light vehicle maneuver. You know, the blue one. I've still not used it. We have a smaller one, but it's just never been something we've had to use. to be fair. Okay. I don't know why my camera... Right. I could change the camera so I can see the back end, but we don't really need to. All we're going to do is get this stuff back to our desert base, and then we can crack on with doing the replacing the pipes. The mule should be able to take all three. We did buy a second mule in Friday's stream, mainly because we use it so much. It makes sense of more than one, because if one's in a position where it's going to be more useful, there's no point in leaving that position. So it made sense to have two. Part of me thinks you might need three by the end of it, just because we can do so much with it. That's the thing. I'm kind of hoping as we level up a bit more, I can't remember what, someone did tell me what max level was. I can't remember what it was now, but I'm kind of hoping another vehicle we unlock will be similar to the mule. Just so we can change vehicle a bit more, really. I think if there's any criticism of this game, I would say the only one I have really is the vehicles. There's not many, you know, and I kind of understand why, to be fair. You know, a vehicle does a job. A roller is a roller. You can have 5 different rollers, but at the end of the day, it's still a roller. All it's going to do is roll. So I do understand that obviously there's no point having 5 different rollers. But I like to swap vehicles a lot. Have I gone the wrong way? No, straight ahead. So I thought I'd gone the wrong way for a minute. I like to swap vehicles a lot. So for me, I like having more choice. But again, I can see why there isn't. You know, you can only have a certain amount of vehicles that can do the same job. And if there's no difference to them, what's the point of having them all? So, I do get it. Okay, no oncoming vehicle luckily at the minute. I'm hoping there isn't, because this will be a big hit if we do. And the other vehicles will not stop. We've kept the infrastructure routes running, that's why our money's still going up a little bit. And here it comes. Don't go on the bridge. This is not going to be good, because I think he'll hit us. Yeah, I'm bigger, tougher than you, thank you. I turned him round. Where's he going? Is he turning? He's not going to actually follow the route, is he? He's going to carry on. Is he? I don't know what he's doing. Is that route worth money still? Do we still get resources from that route? Because the majority of these have got all the rewards, so it doesn't matter if they fail anymore. He's about to go in the river. See him just here. He's trying to cross by the river now. All rewards. They're both power though. Oh no, they are. All rewards done. All rewards received. All rewards. Okay, so we don't gain anything. Oh no, that one's the only one that we do. Remaining 440. I don't think that's the one that just failed though. Which one failed? That's the one that failed. That's a completely different route. Yeah, it's fine. It can fail. The routes don't matter if they fail as long as there's no rewards left. If there's rewards left, then we need to go back and sort it out. But I'm not too worried. Yeah, you were a bit cleverer than me though, weren't you, Crazy Archer, when you started something, because you'd already done your bridges and stuff, whereas I didn't have that. Because you did it in a different order to me, didn't you, the levels? Hence to seeing my mistakes kind of thing. Right, there was no way we were going to make it up that slope, so we'll follow the road round. Hopefully we got enough room. We may need to replace this and just see if the upgraded one is better. Which it will be better, but whether it is better. Because although the stats may say, yeah, it's +1 on each category, doesn't actually mean it's better. So you actually drive the thing. We'll be stuck under a rock, aren't we? Yeah. I may have been better off taking these to river base just because I know the roads are a bit better. To be fair. Come on. Where are we actually stuck? Is it trailer? I don't know, is it front? This whole bit could do with being all the rocks being removed really, but we don't use this route very often. Normally we come down the slope. We've not really had to come back too much. So when you come back this way you encounter this problem. Why am I steering the wrong way there? Ah, vehicle did just fail the route we actually need it to not fail. We just go again. Resend it is normally the way to do it. Power some vehicles, some vehicles. And yeah, like I said, I think the problem you've got in vehicle selection is you can only have a roller only does one thing. There's no point in having 10 of them. You know, so I can understand the lack of vehicles to that degree. Power though, I think, like this to me, this is underpowered. But in real life, is that what it's like? Because I don't know. You know, this is meant to be a heavy duty carrier. So is it always just slow and steady rather than big and powerful? Thank you for the like, much appreciated. That's the thing. It's not knowing the ins and outs on that degree. But yeah, my only real gripe is the vehicles and lack of more choice. But like I say, I do kind of understand it at the same time. You know, to have 5 rollers that you could choose from that all do the same thing kind of seems a bit silly. So I do get it. I think there should be more vehicles like the Mule. But then how do you make them different other than the name and the brand? Right, we need to get up the hill. Why can't we even go backwards? That's weird. There must be a rock right underneath us that's causing this issue, I think. I may have to go and get a rescue vehicle, put us out. The can't even. Oh, there we go. We've got a bit of reversing. Come on. There must be a rock underneath the trailer. Oh no, it's underneath us, I think. Or is it underneath the trailer? I don't really know. Underneath wheels isn't too bad. It's when it beaches you. I think it's potentially that rock there causing the problem. Okay. Try again. Take low gear off for a minute. Just see if that helps. See, low gear slows you down. Okay, that made things a bit easier. There we go. Yeah, obviously, yeah, it depends on licensing as well for bigger brands or well-known brands. That obviously can become an issue, can't it? That's the thing. They don't have the license for some of these, you can't use them essentially. But then obviously the mods generally get away with that, don't they, when people mod it? I know I don't really touch mods, but a lot of them will make them more the JCB type vehicles and things. I really didn't think this would be that difficult to get these back to this base, to be fair. I really didn't. The trailer's getting stuck and then causing us to go over. By the looks of that. I think it's the trailer issue. Yeah, I thought we could get this back to base really quickly, no issues. How wrong was I, eh? Not the best start I wanted today. Knowing I want to get as much done today as possible, knowing we're not back in this for a little while. This hasn't gone the plan. So far, anyway. Are we too much to one side when we hit this jump bit here, I wonder? Look around that way. Still not liking it, is it? It's not liking something. Thought I'd got enough to the side to not have to worry, but doesn't seem like I have. Too much to the side there. Trying to avoid that little lip with the trailer, really, but I'm going to be better off getting a rescue vehicle, I think, and towing this out. Just haven't got the oomph to do anything here for whatever reason. This cannot get us up the hill. Now hang on. I thought for a minute we had a chance. I'm not too sure what we keep grabbing onto, but something is causing us to go off there. Right, it's going to be rescue vehicle, I think. I don't want to mess around too much, considering we want to try and get as much done today as possible. So rescue vehicle it is. We'll send it across from the desert base. What have we got? Crane. None of those. Where are rescue vehicles? That's the question. The Malamutes. Okay, we've got 3 scouts to pick from. To be fair, the Carolean's there. I'm going to pick up. I think we take the Carolean. Mainly because it's on tracks. I think it'll probably have the oomph to do what we need. In fact, let's have a look at the upgraded Carolean. Carolean's a new scout vehicle we gained on this map. There it is, 39.4. We've got plenty of money. Let's upgrade the Carolean so we get a better one. There we go, brand new Carolean. And we'll use that one. To be fair, we have been using the, when needed, we've been using the bad versions, rusty versions, as well as the ones upgraded versions. Just because if you need 2, you might as well use the rusty version as well. Sometimes there's no point bringing something back towards somewhere when it's going to be needed where it is in a mission or two's time. We do tend to leave them sometimes. Because of the type of game is that. Oh, absolutely, yeah. I don't know the brand. I'm not a massive car person. I don't know any of the brands. I don't think. I haven't actually had a proper look in the shop. I don't know if they are proper brands or not, to be fair. Okay, round the corner. There it is, that's a vehicle we're to tow, since you can't get up the hill. that on the rock or is that on the vehicle? I think it's on the vehicle. Well, they're saying that it hasn't given me towing mode, so I don't think it is. No, it's on a rock. I don't want a rock, I want the vehicle. I want to be seeing where it's attaching. That's a rock too. Give me the vehicle. There we go. Now it's on the vehicle. Towing on. And let's go. Okay. I did think this would tow it immediately. I didn't think it'd be a problem. I was obviously wrong. Right, let's go back a bit here. Let's see, I don't quite know what the issue is. That's the thing. Well, this was because of the tracks. I thought this would be fine, but maybe this issue is bigger than I thought. Okay. Maybe a bigger issue than I thought. What is? I don't quite know what the issue is. I do think maybe it's too far over one side now. Should have just gone up the sand slope. I know. I didn't think, but I didn't think this would actually make it up there. I think we've got it. We definitely had more movement than we had before. So that is further up than it was. Oh, you just need mobile. I need mobile garage. That's true. That would put it. That's miles away at this point. We are moving it forward, just not very much. Thought this would be absolutely fine to pull this, to be fair. Hey Play, good morning, how are you? Okay. Yeah, it might be a fact. I might have to drive all the way over here to sort this out. It's not even though we're stuck on anything. I don't think it's actually stuck on anything. I just think it's just not going to get up the hill. That rock there isn't probably even doing it any good, but I don't think it's actually a problem. What I want to do is go forward a little bit more. I want a bit more to our movement. The tracks may not be very good on the concrete. That's the other thing. We've got towing on. I want a bit more of a gap between the two of us and then full winch. Not doing anything though, is it? I really thought this would be simple. Oh, not too bad, thank you, man. Not too bad. Hope you glad you're well. I don't want to have to drive that all the way here. That's the problem. Last week and back to work next week. Nice. Yeah, I bet that's going to be good for you to get out of the house and actually go back Crazy Iceman, to be fair. Just trying to work out where we're actually stuck. I think it is more trailer issue than anything else. Let's keep reversing back. Okay, let's try this. Got low gear on. I've gone as far back as I could there. And then it just seems to get stuck there. Now, I don't think we're stuck on anything. I just think it hasn't got the oomph to get up. So, if that's the case, what I think it is, we tow from back down below. We tow from here. We tow from back there. Hopefully, the two machines between the two of them will have the oomph to actually do it between them. Because I don't think anything's stopping it. I think it just doesn't have the power. Let's give this a go. Towing on. Don't do that. Yeah, towing is on. Let's give this a go. Okay. I think you have to reset towing each time. Don't do that. There we go. Is it under its own power? No, it's not. Now it is. Right. Have we got between the two of them? Can we get this up? No. Dave, good morning. How are you? How was your weekend? Hope you're well. Not doing too badly, thank you. Not doing too badly. Other than this. This is a nightmare. All I want to do is get his pipes home. That's all I want you to do. Get these pipes home. Don't even think I can turn around. I wonder if I try the Sandswept instead. Well, do you know what? Actually, if we turn this around, I'm taking these to the other base. It's a bit more of a drive and we weren't going to go that way originally. If I can turn this around, we'll go to the other base. Which is where we was going to actually pick them up from anyway. But I need to be able to turn around to do that. Can I get across there? I wonder. I don't know if this will work. Come on. Tease it round. The downside will be the rocks here. If we can keep moving. Might be better off towing this way. I'm just thinking if we can get this round, we'll go to the other base. We just can't get up the hill. Vision Unlocked, good morning, how are you? This vehicle can't make it up the hill to take the pipes that we need to the other base. That's what's happening. So now I'm trying to turn it around so we can take it to the other base, and then we can go and do the only mission we've got, which is placing the pipes. That's a big old rock, isn't it? I didn't see that big old rock there. Right, where is it? Over this way. You're really getting into the streaming, aren't you, Dave? That's good. It's always been like this. It's always been this way. We haven't used this route very much, to be fair. So this route's always been like this. Oh, I can't. I was going to say, I don't think I can tow backwards, can I? It's not actually towing it, is it? I'm just trying to pull it. Okay. Turn around. The only other thing we could do is bring the mule here so it can come and take the pipes itself. I got myself stuck. No. Can't go forwards. Oh, there's boulders stuck underneath us, that's why. Come on. There's a couple of boulders stuck underneath us, I think. That's causing the problem. You see him just there. There we go. But yeah, this route's always been like this. We just haven't been down here. It's the alternative route for going to the other base, but because I didn't think the vehicle there would make it up the hill, we did it this way instead. Why does that keep taking it off every time I do that? Right, towing's on. That big boulder straight in front of it's going to cause the issue. There we go. Let's move that big boulder. Okay. Towing on. Every time. You've got to kind of stay in the same position. I haven't got it. This is a nightmare. This is not going to plan in the slightest. I just thought getting these back would be simple, and instead have made it a massive annoyance. It's only 2 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to watch it at 2 in the morning. Where is this getting stuck? Okay, I've got a plan, and that plan is get a mule here and unload them here onto the mule. If we get a mule here, we unload them onto the mule can take them to where we're going anyway. It makes the most sense. Otherwise we'll be here forever. We might as well just unload them straight onto the mule can take all three and go and do the job we need to do. Because we'll be here forever otherwise. I don't know where the mule is currently. I should really see where it is tonight. Where are you? Oh, okay, I know where you are. Yeah, so that's the one we want. It's miles away from where they are at the minute. But that's the one we want to pull back in then. Which is this one here. Yeah, deploy. Right, what we're going to do, we're going to go and pick up the pipes off the heavy duty machine and just take them ourselves. We'll be here forever trying to get the thing out. So it makes more sense just to go and get the pipes we need for the mission and go and do the mission. I think we can. I think there's a flat enough part there that we can utilise to actually take them off. And then hopefully this doesn't get stuck, because then we'll have another nightmare. But it's not been a good start. I really thought we'd be cracking on by now, and instead we're having issues. You know, we got the tractor over, made the pipes easy enough and quick enough. It's getting them back to base so we can use them was the problem. I should have took a mule straight over and picked him up from there with the mule, to be fair. That would have saved us so much time. Okay. Remember, I need to get him on the mule, so I want to be fairly flat. Anchors, crane. Oh, I need to go into vehicle, don't I, and take the thing off. Straps off. Should have just done this the minute we started having issues. The mule always does the job. The mule is the absolute beast of everything. It might roll a little bit, that's fine. Next one. Come on. Nearly there. A little bit more. Just need to get off that lip. There we go. There we go. There's two. One to go. I should have done this so much sooner. Rather than mess around trying to unstick the vehicle and stuff. You're invited. Thank you, Dave. Much appreciated. You said you do it at 2 o'clock in the morning, though. Whereas that's normally sleep time. It's basically watch what you do. It's all good, Dave, don't worry. But yeah, if it's when you say, do you use it actually on at 2 in the morning? Every time I turn it, I've got to then time a little bit this way. Come on. Ah, too much. It doesn't need to be perfect, but I wanted it so it's actually level to a degree. I think I'm just faffing a bit too much. There we go. Cargo straps. Full crane, anchors, camera. Job done. Right, let's see if we can get out of here in one piece. Obviously, all the other vehicles seem to be getting stuck everywhere. Let's see if the mule can show them how it's done. Maybe not. I'm stuck on a bit of metal. Ah, come on. It's not that. I thought we could get over it, to be fair. It's my own fault. Alright, I may have got the mule stuck. Nothing is going right today, I tell you. I got the mule stuck on a piece of metal, thinking I can get over it. Nothing is going right at all. Right, attach me to... I want to attach to the mule. Give me the... So difficult to get the actual winch go where you want it. Is that on the mule? That is on the mule. The mule's not doing its own thing, it should be towing. Oh, there we go. Don't, no! The engine's still running, I can move the crane. No, engine's not running. Ah! It's definitely one of those mornings so far, yeah. One of those mornings by far. Yeah, no worries, Dave. Nothing so far is going right this morning. Okay, we need to flick this over if we can. We'll get it to the point that I can access the crane, so engine needs to start. Can't winch on the top bits, annoyingly. Right, back up here. Handbrake on, let's try pull winch. Come on. Too much of a pull. Can I now winch on the side bits? I can. Let's go there. Or will you not change? I changed at the wrong time there. It wouldn't do what I wanted it to do. I just need to get it to winch on the side point. Preferably the front one, but it won't swap. For some reason it won't swap winch point. Not where I need it to anyway. And every time I let go of it, it's going to move again. All I need to do, I need to get that crane running. If I get the engine running for a second, and maybe I get the crane working, the crane will get us back moving. There's a bit of a slope behind us, so I haven't really got much room to manoeuvre here. Pulling the winch doesn't do it. Yeah, I can't use crane at the minute. I just need the engine running so we can use crane. Let's try backing up here a little bit. Go. Go this way. So I've got more room to manoeuvre. Let's try that. I don't really want it. Yeah, why don't we do those bits there? They have to be yellow. There we go. Let's see if we can get this to do it this way. It's on. It's over. Come on. I don't know if I can swap vehicle quick enough and get it moving. There we go, we're good. Didn't even need the crane to fix us in the end. Right, we're good, we're good. Can we now actually get something done this morning? It all started off so well, getting the tractor unit to the pipe processing plant to be recycled, then moving the pipes, but then it all went wrong then. First job of the day was easy, everything else has not gone well. But we try again, we try and try and try. Right, 3 pipes to fix, it's the only mission we have. Let's get this done. And let's see if we can crack out a few missions now, because that was frustrating, to say the least. What I should have done, and in hindsight, I should have just drove to the other base and done it there, but I just thought, well, I should have brought the mule to the plant, but I thought this base was easy to get to, the desert base was quicker to get to. Didn't see it as an issue. Turned into a big issue. I know, I want for 3 pipes, and we haven't even started doing the pipes yet. I think half the issue is that heavy duty transporter is rubbish. Say that as a crash into a lamppost. It just doesn't have any oomph to it. It struggles so much. And I probably spent too long trying to get it up the hill when I should have gave up a bit sooner, but I tend to try and persevere, and a lot of the time that's the worst thing I could be doing. I should be, you know, knowing it's not going to work. Perseverance is all well and good, but you've got to kind of accept, right, it's not working, let's try something else. And I would have saved myself a lot of time. So far this morning, the first hour of the stream, we've managed to get the 3 pipes made and get stuck. That's a good hour. Thank you for the like, much appreciated. But we now know what we've got to do. We know where we're going. We can now crack this out, get this cracked out, and then we'll find out what's next. Because as I say, this is the only mission we have, is to do these 3 pipes. Which makes me think potentially the end of the second part of Sandswept, potentially. We started the day on 51% done, and there's 3 parts of Sandswept, so we definitely, maybe we're not, maybe we won't start the 3rd one immediately, but I think we're close to doing so, in all honesty. There's quite a lot of places that need electricity that I've got no clue how we're going to get it there yet. So I've got a feeling we're going to be carrying a few transponders around. Transponder's probably the wrong one. But I know the big thing, yellow things we've moved previously. I think there'll be a few of those to move at some point, just to get some of these substations back online. Although the solar plant probably is the first one. That probably needs getting back online sooner rather than later. Because we've done some electricity already. That wasn't a mission, we just did it. It was part of the infrastructure list. That we don't always look at, to be fair. But we did it anyway because we could see it needed doing. There was a reward for doing it. It just wasn't part of the missions. But now that's done, I'm looking at all the other power places, and actually there's a massive lack of access to power in a lot of places. So unless we get the solar panels up and running, which they currently aren't, and there isn't a mission to do so, I don't quite know how we're going to do it. Right, okay. Back to the mission. So we're heading to here first and foremost. Where are we now? Oh, we're already there. Okay. We need to turn right here, follow the road. I thought it was closer than that, to be fair. Yeah, no worries. So yeah, Dave, are you, when you say, are you meaning 2 AM for me, time zone wise, is when you're streaming? Because if it's 2 AM, there's no way I can join. I can catch it afterwards, but yeah, I wouldn't be able to go live. I wouldn't be able to catch it live. Not 2 o'clock in the morning. I don't sleep well enough as it is, but I may be awake, to be fair, but I don't want to promise something that I can't deliver. I missed the turning. Round and round and roundabout we go. Turn left just here. There we go. Missed the turn off. This is wrong. Have I gone the wrong way? I don't understand. I thought I'd just done that roundabout. That's the wrong. I've come back out the way I came in. That's why. Oh, this is not, this is not going well. I started off the stream, but not being able to talk properly as well, which didn't help. I've actually just gone round a full circle. So I've gone round and round and roundabout, missing my turn off. And then when I did turn off, I came back the way I came originally. You know it's a good day when you can't even go in the straight right direction. Ugh. You're streaming in the morning, so I'm doing that. I don't know, that's fine. That's not an issue, Dave, at all. If I'm awake, I'll try and pop by. It's not, you know, you can only stream, like I say, you know, we stream at the worst time possible. If you really look at growing a channel, our stream time is the worst time possible because no time zone is good for it. But it's all I can do at the minute. So you can only stream when you can stream, but it means I probably won't catch it live, is what I mean, just because of the time difference. So we have people that watch the stream afterwards because they can't make it live because for them they're asleep or they're at work. So it's not a bad thing having people watching after the stream's finished. Right, our base is there. I will let the vehicle go first. We need to follow this down until we get to the bridge turning, and then we're coming this way to the roundabout. Our first one is in there. So yeah, follow that vehicle basically for the minute until the bridge, and ignore, and then don't turn off at the bridge. We know this route is good because we've got vehicles going through it, so it should be a simple one, hopefully. But yeah, I'm glad when this mission is done, just so we can say we've achieved something so far today. But who's looking forward to Death Stranding tomorrow? Has anyone paid extra to have early access like we do, or we did, or are people waiting for Thursday, or are people not bothered? There's a relay wire for the power. Right, it's not first turn off. I know I've gone the wrong way around the roundabout, to be fair. But if you're in the UK, that was the wrong way. There we are. Okay, so first pipe is here. We need to head down there on our left. But you can see the pipe is there. But I thought there was only 3 to do. And I thought only one of them needed doing here. But that's showing me 2. Okay, did I miss something here? There is 2 here then. So if there's 2 there, where's the 3rd? Oh, I've been looking at this one. I don't think I need to. It's this one here we want to look at. Yeah, bumping station to El Almir. Well, we're saying that's El Almir there. Is it not? I think we're doing the wrong one. Objective, open mission, pumping station to El Almir. This isn't to El Almir. This is power substation or port to pumping station. Is there a second one? Yeah. Pumping station to port is there. We're doing the wrong one. If we do these now, it's the wrong mission. They need 2 repairing here. We actually need to be going over here. Right, okay. We are doing the wrong thing. Yes, we could replace these now as we're here, but we don't have enough pipes for the other mission. So I don't want to waste pipes doing this one when he doesn't progress the main mission. But these 2 do need doing. We need to head back to the bridge then, essentially. I'm glad I checked. I thought there was only 1 to do there. So we need to be heading down the road. We are going to need, we've got 1 pipe in storage. We do need to make another pipe then to actually get another one to do the 2 at the port. So we need to do those sooner rather than later. But I want to focus on the actual mission to move the story on and to actually make the missions move, because at the minute we have no main missions or anything else other than these 3 pipes, which to me says we need to get these done as a priority. Right, we want to head across here. We need to go across the bridge. Live in the States. Yeah, we were doing the wrong one. Well spotted, vision unlock. Took me a minute to realise. Yeah, right hand turn here over the bridge. Yeah, I didn't realise that, to be fair. Okay. At least we know where the 2 that need fixing over the other side are. That's something, I suppose. I told you, nothing's going right today. Everything is going wrong so far. I don't understand why. Bad start to the week. Right. So from here, where are the first pipes we need to have a look at? So we're going up here now. There's no point risking a shortcut. I think we head into Al Almir, which is here, and then we can come and do that pipe from there. Yeah, we're going to main road into Al Almir. No reason to try and shortcut it. I don't think it's worth the risk, especially the way things are going today. So I think it's better to follow the main route. Try it. That's good. You need to finish number 1. Do you know what I saw yesterday? The PlayStation guy does all the PlayStation Plus stuff, videos on YouTube. He I can't remember his name, but he did a video on the platinum for Death Stranding. Because I've been considering going back to it and doing the platinum. I want to say on my own time, but I don't have any of my own time. But he was saying how frustrating it was. It made me wonder whether I should go back to it or not. There's so many games we have that we could increase our channel platinum list from 19 upwards easily, but it's time. That's the problem. But yeah, I was considering going back to it and spending half an hour or something, just to get back into the swing of it, but I'm not going to have a chance to, I don't think. I meant to do it yesterday. My little boy went to a birthday party with my other half yesterday, so I had like 2 hours to myself, and I thought, okay, I'll jump on Death Stranding, you know, get the feel of it again before Tuesday. Yeah, I probably fell asleep. I got woken up by my other half after she'd spent half an hour trying to wake me up. And it was like 6 o'clock in the evening. They'd been home, made loads of noise, and nothing. She's getting a bit concerned about this sleeping now. Just, it's more the lack of being able to wake me up. And the fact I can fall asleep anywhere, at any time, without any notice. And I know nothing about it. I had no recollection of falling asleep. I thought I'd been, you know, watching TV all day. Weird. I have got one of those sleep things, Crazy Iceman, coming up, where you have the machine. They're sending it to my house to save me travelling. And you'll have to use it overnight, and then they'll look at it. But yeah, that's coming up shortly. Okay, okay, we do the first pipe here. There was one before this one, but we'll go back for that one. So, first pipe of the 3 we need to do in El Amir. So glad there's no damage. I'm guessing it's down this hole. Yeah. Obviously, we don't want to be down the hole. But I need to be in a position where we can do this. You remember our crane isn't the best in terms of reach on the mule. Slowly back. I think that might be the best we're going to get. Oh, that anchor's not good. Hang on. Let's get him back in. The anchor on the left side is not in a good position. Don't think I'm close enough, that's the problem. Just trying to get close enough to it with the crane, that's the problem. Right, that might be okay there. Yeah, solid. Unstrap cargo, camera crane. Obviously we need to put out the old one first. No worries. Came out easy peasy. Normally it's a bit of a struggle to get these out, but it actually came out really easy. If I leave it there, will it stay? I don't want it blocking our one, that's all. Might be okay. Okay, number 1. Just going to find out if we're good enough. We're close enough. I think we're going to be just about okay in terms of close enough. Can't go any closer. I need to spin this round. I think I've moved the old one in the way now. That's why it's going red and I can't go any lower. I can lower it down like that. I think the other... Ah, there we go. Hang on. There we go. Done. I'll take it. I'd like to be as close as possible personally before we let go of it, so we know, you know, we're not cheating it. Right, can we get round here by going left? If not, we need to drive... And actually, we need to drive out. We need to reverse out of here and go down this little road here by looks of things. Yeah, I do. I love his dad jokes as well. I think they're brilliant. Strap cargo. Right, 1 pipe done. 2 to go. Right, this is going to be tricky. It's just a tight entrance. Nice and slow. Need to miss that wall, but we can't go forward that much. Like going in the hole. There we go. There we go. Keep going. We'll do. Right, we're going this way anyway. Now, this one is... We've got to kind of make a little bit here and go across until we get to here, I think. Don't know how this one's going to go. But yeah, if you get a chance, his platinum video was quite funny. There was a few things that annoyed him. Okay, we've gone a little bit too far going to that, so we want to be that one there. Oh, I see where it's going. There isn't an old pipe to take out then, it's just pipe straight in. Yeah, pipes already come out, look, just there. Well, this is going to be an angle. Okay. Not worried about getting this one in, I'm more worried about getting us out of here afterwards, to be fair, without falling down. This one should be straightforward to get in at least. It is literally just there. Right, job done. Getting out of here is my only concern now. Come on, be good, be good, be good. It's been a bad start to the day. Do not mess up now. Come on, need a little bit of luck on our side. Please. After the start we've had. Yes! I really thought that was going to be trickier than that, actually, to be fair. Right. One to go, and then we'll figure out what's next. Obviously, we know 2 pipes need doing the port, which means making more pipes. This next one to replace is here. So we need to come out of this, drive left, and we're taking a right-hand turn here. By the looks of it. So we want to go left here. Just knock down that road sign. Is it a right-hand turn at the big square? No, before the big square. It's this next right-hand turn now. This one here. Follow it down. We should see a hole in the ground near the machinery, and that should be our one to do. And just needs to go straight in. Okay, how are we reaching that? I think we need to be above it. Annoyingly, the tractor's passing with that machine, otherwise it'd be a bit easier. I drink a lot of water. I now drink a lot of Lucozade to keep me awake. I drink a lot of smoothies. More mainly because I need the vitamins from the fruit. But yeah, water's always been my go-to. I drink water all day long. And then Diet Coke in the evening normally. It's normally my thing. Right, the route failed doesn't matter because we've already got the rewards. All that matters is getting this in place, and that'll be job done. Turn that way. There we go. Onto the map, we can complete the job. Finally, we've had a bad start to the day, but we've finally done it. Repair the pumping station is complete. Let's see what it's going to give us next. As that was the only mission to do. Objective complete. Oh, okay. I know what's next.
I'm sorry to pile more onto your plate since you cleaned the place up so nicely, but, well, we really need the port up and running at full capacity. So there's more stuff to do. Namely, bring some supplies in, fix all the pipes, and make sure the port machinery has power to operate. No rest for the wicked, huh? Once that's done, we'll have a stable way of supplying our operations and the locals. That's gotta count for something.
So the electricity is the one we did without being told to do it. That's already done. We knew there were 2 pipes to replace. The problem we've got now is we've only got 1, so we need to make some more pipe. And there's an object to deliver as well. So the port is the focus currently. I don't think there's anything else. No, just the port. Yeah, I can't believe he made his feet bleed and carried on walking. That was horrendous. Okay, so first and foremost, what is the deliver object. So it's object from river base to the port. Okay, nice and simple. Electricity is already done, as we've seen, and the other thing is pipes. We need 2 pipes going as well, so that means making pipe. I'm not going to make the same mistake as last time of trying to get it to another place. What we do, I think we make the pipe, we get the mule to pick it up from here, head to the other base, pick up the second pipe, then go straight there and do it. I think that is a better option. I don't want to mess around ages trying to get more pipe, try and transfer pipe to different places. I think that's a waste of time. So we need 1 pipe, we've got a crane, we just need some metal. That's all, we just need metal essentially. Wherever it is, we just need to drag it up. There's a car there. What if I can drag the car? Here we go. The car hopefully will be enough, and then yeah, we'll send the mule straight here. There's no point messing around. If this is enough for 2, that would be a bonus, because we'll just do 2, and that means we don't need to go back to the base to do anything. I didn't need to turn around here, to be fair. In fact, that might be a better idea. Do enough for 2, and then we just drive straight to the port. That might be a better idea, to be fair. 2, perfect. That is enough for 2. Okay, leave it there. So if we spend a fuel and recall the mule to our transporter, as that is... Where is our transporter? Oh, it's there. Is it worth... We're currently in our Alamir over here, and we need to get over to the steel mill. I suppose we could, yeah, spend a fuel. In fact, before we do that, where's our other mule? We know one's in Alamir. Where is the other one? Yeah, that was bad making him bleed. That is there. River base, it's too far away, isn't it? Yeah. Neither of them are close to where we need them to be. And obviously the mule means we can just get them done straight away. There's nothing else closer, is there? No. I'm just thinking there's other vehicles we could utilise, but they won't have a crane, so it doesn't really matter. So we'll use a fuel and pull it here. Just saves us a little bit of time. Engine running. Doesn't really matter which one I think we pull over. Why are they not coming up? That's road. Oh, there we go. Let's do that one. Recall. I don't really spend fuel, to be fair. This is only something we started doing recently. But sometimes it makes a lot of sense. Whereas I've been generally saving fuel. No, for not any particular reason. I just don't like spending it. But I do that in all games. You know, the games like any mobile games or any games where you get a unique currency that you probably can buy for real money. You can also earn in game. I tend to never spend it. It's one of my little weird habits when it comes to gaming. I started my channel years ago. Officially, I would say I properly started the channel 5 years ago. But before that, I was posting the odd GT Sport content, but nothing major. It was just something because I fancied doing it. Nothing really major. It's only when we had the accident that we focused fully. Through not having much choice, but also needing an outlet as well. So yeah, I normally say the anniversary of the channel is December the 10th. Because that's when we had the accident. So that's when we were forced to really focus on something else, to be fair. But you could go for when I was medically retired January 5th, 2 years ago, officially. So there's always that we could go off, but I just don't. Yeah, I think if you look on the about bit of the channel, I think it does, on any channel, YouTube tells you when it was created. And I can't remember exactly when mine was, actually. It was a long time ago. Officially created. But yeah, I normally say the anniversary is the day of the accident. Just because that was when we were forced to focus more on something different other than going to work. Whereas I used to do GT Sport content, like the odd video here and there, just for fun. I never ever planned to stream. It was never in my plan at all. You know, I was just posting the odd GT Sport video. But yeah, I was never ever going to stream. It wasn't in my mind at all. Until things changed. Okay, 2 pipes. Get these loaded up. And we're good to go. And we'll go head straight to the port. And then it'll be back to the river base to then grab whatever this thing is we need to take as well. I wonder if this will finish off the second part as well. It's quite a major thing we're doing. Getting the port fully up and running. I wonder if this will finish off that second part. Long way. But yeah, I'm glad we did the power already. Obviously it wasn't a mission when we did it, we just did it because we could see it was going to need doing and we had the time to do it at the time. Right, there we go. 2 pipes, we just need to head to the port now. So the port is quite a long way away from here, it's a bit of a drive, but that's where we're going to go. Yeah, no worries, Dave. Thank you for being here. Much appreciated. Have a good sleep. Have a good day at work as well, Dave. And hopefully we'll speak to you soon. Thank you, Dave. No, I didn't want to. That was a bit of an awkward one. Nearly messed up massively. I don't want to take any risks. The way today has gone so far, I can't afford any risks. It's not been a good start. Although we are now making some progress at least. Right, we need to head right here until we get to the main road, then turn right again. And then we'll follow that to the roads we created for Tifletown. And then from Tifletown, we'll have to go from there to the port. Is the plan. Nice to see you again as well, Dave. Right, let's follow this. Main road is just ahead. We'll take a right there. And there we go. Follow this round. We should find the, you can see how far we've got to go, 1,000 metres. Just over 10 football pitches away. It's a bit of a distance. Especially when all the roads aren't fantastic roads, to be fair. As I say, I didn't think I parked that in the way. Although this is one of our new roads. Just coming up here, which will take us towards Tifletown. I will say the one thing I found with this is you tend to get to know a map, and just as you get to know a map, you then move on to a different one. And just as you actually start memorising parts, that's it. Then it's time to go to a different one. Part of me is thinking as well, once we are done with everything in the game, in terms of all the maps, is go back and make sure all the infrastructure's done. That may have been missed as well, because their missions aren't generally missions. Unless you look and go through their infrastructure list, I think it's easy to miss some of them because it's not a main mission or a side mission. There are extra things to do, plus toys to find. I'm not too worried about finding the toys and the barrels, to be honest. And I haven't looked at the trophies yet either to see if it's platinum doable or not. That's something at some point we'll look at, but not until we've finished all the maps at the very least. Plus, there's then DLC to come, isn't there? So, and with DLC, we'll see how that goes, and they may even bring out more than what's originally planned. I think the release of this has been pretty well received. I don't think it's been too bad. It wasn't even a full-price game. Most PS5 games now are £70–80. This wasn't. That's the thing. And I think it makes a big difference. But we're making some progress after the start we had. Ignore the object that he's picking up. We'll do that after doing the pipes. Can't do all of it all at once. I think I may have just made a mistake. No, I need a right turn here, wasn't it? There is a road straight ahead. We don't use it. I was on a quick look. Where's it go? So it goes the same way, but it kind of goes. There's actually a building up here. There is actually something up there. I don't think we've been to be fair. But yeah, there is. Oh, did we do a delivery there? I may have done something there. There is a route this way, but obviously because we've not been using it, there's a lot of rocks and stuff in this first part anyway. Can't think. We always go right here. I know we built a road up here. So I was just curious to see what was up there. To be fair. Right, we're 600 meters away from the port, so we are making good progress. 6 little pitches or so. I don't know why I keep comparing the little pitches, to be fair. And then we've got the object to bring as well. Right, left just here. We messed this up last time. We're going round and round about several times. Don't want to do a mistake again. Okay, past the truck. Follow the road. I don't really want to go to the base, do I? I know, but we follow it round. Okay, we don't turn into the base itself. We take a left instead. We haven't been to the port too many times, that's the thing, so we're still learning that part of the map really. We know this route's fine. We've been sending vehicles down here for one of the infrastructure missions anyway. They've got all the rewards for, so we know the route's absolutely fine. Just got to be careful. Okay, we don't need to cross the bridge, so we want to turn. Oh, that was a skid. A bit too much speed coming down there, I think. Take a right here. Past the double tyres. And we are just about there. This left turn on the roundabout. First exit. Okay, we've got 2 pipes to do here. We were here earlier, to be fair. We were looking at these pipes thinking this was the mission we was doing, and then found out we were wrong. So this is the pipes down here. No, hang on, I've gone wrong. I've gone pipes are here, although we can do it from here. I was following the marker for putting an object down. That's not what I wanted to follow. Right, one pipe is here, as we can see, and one's there. Did we just drive on those and it fall away? It did. Right, we've got to be careful of the metal bits there, as they will move away. Just want to be as close to this as possible, really. You'll take the old pipe out as well. There you go, old pipe's out. Polluting the water a little bit there. I know it went green, but I want to kind of get it as close as ourselves first. There we go. First pipe done. And we want to do as well, I want to move that pipe there so we can drive straight past it essentially. So we'll swing it around a little bit. We could drive round, to be fair, it's not the end of the world, but I was just trying to see if I can just move it enough that we can drive forward essentially. Trying to pull the rope tight, the cable tight. Okay. Not really achieving anything by doing that. Anchors. I think we can fit through the gap, to be fair. I don't think I need to worry too much. Be careful not to kind of slide down the little slope. Come on. Right, we're all good. Right, anchors away, crane up, take out the old piece. There we go. Doesn't matter where it goes. Not too high really. There we go, job done. That is the pipe part done of the mission. Okay, we do need to bring an object here as well now. And it is in our, right near our river base. So what we might as well do is call in that mule and pick it up with a mule. So we'll call back the mule, this will save us time. No, there wasn't a big promotion, that's the thing. I think people that heard about it were people that were SnowRunner players and stuff like that, I would have said. They would have known about it more than anyone else. But yeah, you're right, there wasn't a massive song and dance about it, was there? Which I'm surprised by, to be fair. I suppose it is quite a niche though, isn't it, I suppose? Right, this is what we need to carry and take to the port we've just been to. Anchors. Crane. I think this is a load of materials. Deliver object. It looks like a load of materials, to be fair. Looks fairly big. Okay. Will it fit in? I think it will fit, actually. Well, I got lucky there and I could drop it in and it'll be straight there. There it is. Strap cargo. Crane is in. Anchors, camera. Good to go. So again, we're heading straight back to where we've just been. There'll be a drop-off point there somewhere, and that'll be mission complete. Actually making some good headway now. After the start we had, that was a bit messed up, and we kept making, we had some issues. after that start, it's not been too bad. Fragile. Ah, it's fragile. We'll be careful. No falling over. It's quite cool. It's actually the box actually has bits on it like fragile and stuff like that. Just that detail that you don't always get in other games. And all the bits at the bottom that you have on real boxes and things. I always look for them details because I always think that, you know, it says that someone's paid a lot of attention when they make the game. That it just shows that the little extra details matter. Okay. Into the port. I think this might be the end of Act 2 of this map. I think. I know I said that previously. Whoa. A bit out of sorts there. There's some pipes here that can be sold at some point. There's actually a few things there can be sold by looks. They're all going yellow. Means they can be sold. We still haven't sold a single object yet. Something I suppose we should do at some point. We don't need the money. It's more the fact it's part of the game that we haven't utilised. So at some point we'll have to sell some stuff. And it's normally stuff like the rubbish there. But we'll just do it just because we can more than anything else. Okay. It's there. The port is now restored. That's a huge achievement under your belt. Not many can claim the same. Ships are coming in to deliver materials to help restore the place as well. They know you're driving up. That's it.
Our river-based garage is running out of parts.
That's true.
You're our best driver, but even your vehicles get a little wear and tear. So could you deliver a shipment of parts from the port to the river base? Should be a great help, especially for those less careful than you. Which is everyone. I guess we won't be getting out of the plumbing business.
I think you're right, the crazy Irishman.
I got this new task for you, and it smells just a bit. The port's oil terminal has a sewage system, believe it or not, and it was royally messed up by the storm.
I think there's only a couple of missions in now.
So could you kindly carry it out? In exchange, the locals say they'll make their supply depot available.
Ah, there we go.
Sounds like a great deal.
So one mission will open up the construction depot.
Great job giving the port a kickstart. Seems to me they picked up a thing or two about competence from you. They already offloaded a shipment of replacement solar panels and other spare parts for the solar station.
Mission after mission now.
We need to plan a route to forward the containers to the river base for processing. Show them how it's done. Again.
Yeah, mission after mission there showing up. But the port is now up and running. And now we need to move a few things around. There is a mission we've got to open up the construction depot, which is here. If we can get the mission for that done, it means we can then sell items. As I say, it's something we've not done before. But there's a bunch of items here that we might just sell just because we can, more than anything else. Let's have a look. So main one is set up a route to send the shipped cargo to the river base. River base is here, and to be fair, it can follow the same route we just used. The only thing we might need to do is, if the other route is still running, stop the other route, because otherwise there's going to be two vehicles having a head-on collision. We don't want that. Side missions: bring the cargo to the river base. There's 2 lots of cargo from over here. Oh, actually, hang on, more than that. So there's cargo here that he's delivering to river base, and then bring resources. We need 10 logs. We get to use the crayfish once again. Bring 10 logs over there as well. That's something we need to do. And then also replace the damaged sewage valves as well. So deliver that object there to over here. So we don't have to go far, but it's getting there. I think we can get through here. I don't think. There's a fence, isn't there? We did this previously, and the problem we were having was the fence. Don't know if we can get through that gap. If we can head that way and down. Otherwise, it'll be a bit of a longer route. But that's one valve there. Where's the other valve? The other side. So a few things we need to do here. First and foremost, I think we set the route up on the main mission. I think that's an easy one to set up. So it's from here though. Oh, okay, actually. Yeah, actually, it's a fairly clear route, to be fair. We have cleared quite a lot of things already here, so this shouldn't be too bad. So, let's start plotting our route. Make sure that we're not going to have too much debris to go near. Because that's always a nightmare. They can get stuck on things that you might not think they will. I still think the AI in this are some of the best AI drivers in any game so far. But they still can get stuck on things. Also, it depends on what kind of vehicle they're using as well, I think, a lot of the time. And the map doesn't always show you everything that's going to be in their way. That's the thing. It can be a little bit deceiving. Okay, we need to go where the double tyres are. We're going up there. I don't know what this is going to be like going backwards. Obviously, this route has been going on for a while now, going forwards. But going backwards, I'm not too sure how it's going to go. And we need to stop the other route. So you see that route there that's still going? We need to stop that. Otherwise, they will go into each other and crash. And that'll just be a nightmare to deal with. So we'll have to cancel that route in a second. Where are we going to? Where's our endpoint? Endpoint is to the right. Okay. I think we can dispatch vehicles and just keep an eye on what goes wrong, to be fair, to start with. And then infrastructure-wise, we need to... What's the other route we're still going? Because we need to stop it. River base to power substation. It's not that one. River base to El Almir. Okay, that one's done. We need to stop that mission. Cancel route. There we go. We just don't want the vehicles colliding. That's the problem. Oh, there's a second mission. Is that one still going? Is that active as well? That's operational power substation. Okay, cancel that route too. There we go. So now it shouldn't have anything crashing into it. Hopefully. For us though, what's our first thing for us to do? That's doing its thing. I actually haven't seen the vehicles. Where are they? Oh, there they are. Big trucks. Oh, and a big Wayfarer lorry. Okay. They may have some issues, mainly because they're using Wayfarer's final two vehicles, and Wayfarers are horrendous vehicles. But we'll see how they go. But they are on their route. Okay, bring the cargo to the river base. Let's do that first and foremost. We'll go and pick the object up. We're in the mule already, so we may as well go and pick it up and go and see. And then it's 10 logs after that. The crayfish is already out and about. We'll just need to send a vehicle to grab the logs from it. Might just give us a chance to use one of the other logging vehicles, to be fair. We'll see what this item is though. It may be that we can't pick this up in the mule. It may be too big. Just don't know just yet. Let's have a look. I don't think we've actually been driven onto the port part itself. I think we haven't gone this far down it. Any collectibles here? No. Just trying to have a look around and see if there's any collectibles, to be fair. This is the kind of area you'd expect to find them, I would have said. Or at least one of them, anyway. Right, the normal barrels. Anything on the ship? What's that green thing over there? There's a green thing just on the boat here. Just want to check if it can be sold. No. Okay. Because if it could be sold, it would say it's a collectible. Or one, potentially. Right, the route failed. We were expecting it possibly could have done. Where is the route? That one there. Okay, where did it fail? I'm not sure why it would fail there, to be fair. Let's dispatch again and see what happens. Oh, it's the hump of the sand. Okay. If it fails, that's probably the wayfarers getting stuck there. So on the map, obviously, we couldn't see the hump. I think there'd be some issues, do you think? Yeah, so on the map, we can't see that there's a hump there. That's the thing. We just see it as an open part. I'm guessing the wayfarer gets stuck. Which is an easy fix. We just need to move that across. Let's see if they do it. But I'm guessing it's the wayfarers. Yeah. Oh, it's going. Slowly. The other one will probably get a push, to be fair. Sometimes it's just a case of saying restart and then go again. And they actually manage it second time round. Although that one's slowly doing it. Is it going to manage it? Yeah, it's done it. No. No, it hasn't. I thought it'd done it then for a minute, but it stopped. Can't really reverse over it, can it? See if we can do it a second time round, otherwise we'll have to do something. Change it. No. It's the hump. That's all it is. It's the hump. Okay. That will fail in a second. There we go. So what we will do is move this plot point to here. And move this one, if I can get onto it. I know there's a plot point there, I just won't know to pick it up. Okay, I'll put another one in myself then, shall I? I won't let me put another one in because there's already one there. Give me the plot point. I can see it. It just won't let me pick it up. It's because of the electricity, isn't it? I just think that might be too sharp a term. And also if we do this there, that starts it further back. Right, dispatch vehicles. Let's see if they should hopefully be able to make that. Give it to it. What do you mean? Give it to who? My only concern was the sharp bit round here, but only because I couldn't move that plot point. Yeah, look. It's not far enough across, I don't think. Right, while they're doing that, we know they're having some issues, we'll sort that in a minute. Let's quickly get this loaded, because we're going to be heading the same way. So we'll be able to see behind them potentially what they're dealing with and solve it. I was crashed into the box. Okay. Crane out. Get this on the back. We're good. Oh, and yeah, the point. I don't know why it won't give me it. I don't know what's going on there. We'll have to. Hopefully, it'll be fine. Find out in a minute. Okay, let's get this on board. And then we'll follow them anyway, because we're going the exact same way they are. Where are we going? Go that way. That's in on all sides. That's what we'd like to see. And it hasn't said failed yet. Hasn't. I said that. It hasn't said failed. So I think so far. No, they're stuck now. It's about to fail. So they are about to fail the game. But this hasn't happened yet. This is when we have given them a push to make it a bit easier for ourselves. Great. Did it make it? No, it's still stuck. There we go. Right, what I needed to give me the bit. Let's Map plans are off. Routes are there. Okay, I've turned power off now. By doing the route that way. Port to river base. This one. So now the power's off. It should give me what I wanted. I wanted this in the first place. That point there. That point's a little bit too close to the hump. Bring that back this way. And I want to start it further back. Go. And we are literally just behind these, so we'll hold off until they're through that point, because we'll be just behind them. But yeah, I had to go changing the infrastructure menu just to routes, got rid of this bit, which was the electricity, which I think was blocking us taking what we wanted. Right, first vehicle through. They're not the ones I worry about, it's the Wayfarers are so bad, vehicle-wise. They're the ones I worry about. First Wayfarer coming through now. Will it make it through? Why are you slowing down? Speed! Don't tell me you're... Why are you stuck there? For some reason, he was stuck there. Speed! There we go. They're through. I said we need to go the same way. There is a benefit to going the same way. I get to push them. I don't know why that was getting stuck there. It shouldn't have done, but there we go. We're through. And now we need to follow the convoy ourselves. Which means we can push them if we see them getting stuck. But yeah, I don't understand why that was getting stuck there. There's no reason for it. Bit of soft sand here causing them an issue, it looks like. But they're through. I'm going to be careful that they will cancel on me if I do too much. Especially if I push it off route, it'll cancel on me. But yeah, a bit of soft sand causing an issue there. Ah, now it's the up bit. This was a bit we weren't too sure how this would go, to be fair. I don't even know if we've got the umph to keep pushing. Maybe. We know this route works going down, but going up's a different proposition. We're okay. I think we've done it. I don't think there's any other problems at this point. Maybe. There's a little dip as you go into the river base. Right, up you go, come on. There's basically there. You're in. If they weren't driving Wayfarers, they would have made that so much easier. Like the first two vehicles weren't a problem. It was the Wayfarers that had the problem. Objective complete. I think obviously there'd be conversation. There you go.
The spare parts for the power station are all unpacked and ready to be installed. Our guys sure know how to do their jobs. Unlike one port authority we both know. Now, you need to guide the convoy carrying parts from the river base to the solar station.
Oh, I didn't think of that one.
Sure all the new inverters and panels.
It's another route to do.
The terrain is rough, and I'd hate to explain why we need more replacements if any get broken.
I don't know how easy that would be to do because I don't know the route. We'll figure that out in a second. Let's get this delivered. So that's the first part of this mission done as well. And then we need 10 logs here as well as part of this mission. So we'll focus on getting this delivered first. Okay, first part of the mission complete. Let's have a look at this route for the main objective. So, obviously we're looking at the side of it for the minute. Main one, send the convoy with newly built equipment from the river base to the solar station. Now, it seems not too bad, apart from the solar station is all the way over there, and we haven't really done too much with it. Although we did build a road here, to be fair, that makes that bit easier then. It's not that bad. Pardon me. Sorry about that. Yeah, that's not as bad as it first looks, I don't think. Where's the end point? It's my only question. It also needs power, although I think it will gain power once convoy's done. Where's the finish point's there, which again isn't too bad. I think this is doable first time, but there may be issues on the way. I don't know. Right, we'll plot it anyway and see what happens. Hoping to not have too many issues. And the other route is still going, coming back up, and they're managing fine now. I think it's because they're not using wayfarers. Makes a big difference. Right, let's stay away from the edge. Again, the map can only give you so much information, so there may be issues we can't see yet until the vehicle's there, and they may have to deviate a little bit. But we've gone to our road that we built here to get the river base open in the first place. While this is doing this, we're going to be getting our 10 logs, is the plan. And then we don't need to worry about which way round the roundabout we go, because there's no other cars to worry about. Okay. And this is still solid road here, so there's not much sand just yet. So in theory, there shouldn't be too many issues if this is solid road. Trying to make sure we stay in the middle and not cut corners too much. Right, this is the point it could become a problem. We can see that there's a big sand dune there. We'll wait and see. If it does become a problem, we can always send the dozers to move it out, potentially. And then up the hill they go. Again, all road, so in theory, none of this should be a problem because it's all road. And then we've got a left-hand turn here. Up the hill again, all road, so hopefully, depending on the vehicles, shouldn't have too much problem going up the hill, I'm hoping. And then into there. Job done. Would it do it without any problems? Only time will tell. Let's have a look. Right, while that's doing that, we need to think about logs for our mission. So logs for our mission. Our crayfish is over here. There's plenty of trees over this way. I think what we do is make a pile of trees that we can pick up near river base. And it means we get to drive the crayfish again. This machine I loved on Friday when we brought it. I think this machine is brilliant. And the name as well, I think, more than anything else. Okay. Time is flying this morning. We've only got an hour and a half left. Wow. 2 hours already done. It's mad. Although we did lose, the first hour of the stream was a nightmare. We've got a choice as well. Once we do these logs and make a pile, we can either buy the new loader. I might buy the new log loader. There's one with big teeth that picks up logs in a pile. I may buy that and use that because we've not used it. It'll be a new vehicle for us. Okay, so river base is over to the right. There's a group of trees there. I'm just trying to think what's easy to get to as well. I think we potentially hang around this area here, and because you've got loads here as well, and make a pile. Tree scanner. Sure, there was some here. It said we could have. What were the ones that said we could have? Sure, there was some here. Oh yeah, here, there's one there. Yeah, I can see. Yeah, but they just if they don't show up, it's the pain. Right. We need a collection point. As I say, I'm thinking of buying a new vehicle and using that, the one with the big teeth. So this will always spit it out to the right, won't it? Unless obviously we turn it. When it processes this, it will go to the right. So I'm just trying to think ahead. So if this will turn it to come to the right when it processes it. So I'm the handbrake on. Let's do it here. I'll go a bit forward and make a pile here. It's solid ground, so I'm hoping easy to pick up. I like trying out new vehicles, especially ones we haven't used before as well. Right, there's our log. Port to river base failed. That's the other one that we still get rewards for. So we want to make sure it still works. That one. Where did you fail there? How did you fail there? Sometimes they do fail in silly places. So we'll just restart that one. Right, first tree dump. There is some more around here we can use. Okay, river base solar station. That was always a chance of failing as well, because we haven't done that route ourselves. That's the main mission one at the minute. Let's have a look where it failed. Okay, sand dune. We thought that could be a problem, didn't we? Let's give it another dispatch and see what happens. We might have to follow along. We did think there potentially could be a problem here ourselves. There's all the new solar panels. How bad is this? Because it might be a case we just need to move our marker and possibly go to the left to avoid it. That first vehicle made it fine. Second vehicle, how many vehicles is this? That's the thing. Second vehicle made it okay. Third vehicle, this is a Wayfarer. Again, worst vehicle in the game. Yeah. Why is it always the Wayfarer that has problems? Because it's the worst vehicle in the game. Being pushed by the vehicle behind it, but it means the one behind it's now going to have issues. Yeah, the one behind it's going to have issues now. I was going to say, what have I got nearby? Rollers, not really ideal for pushing. What I could do myself is push it over. Because otherwise it won't make it. I don't think there is a way around that. Other than using the dozer and flattening it a little bit. This might be a way forward. What vehicle's that? That's a sand, isn't it? Where is our dozer? Down here. Yeah, I think our only way to solve that is to make that flat. Which means dozer. Okay, so it failed. We know it failed. That's fine. We're going to send a dozer up there and hopefully flatten that sand part out. I think that's our only real way of doing it. Obviously, we could lay asphalt on it once you've done it as well, potentially. Depends how much we can flatten it. But we knew there could be problems, and that, to be fair, every time, that's me just being not driving correctly. That other one failed, didn't it, as well? Where is it? No, that one. Don't know. It failed there. That's the electricity point, isn't it? Let's move that this way. We only want that one till all the rewards are done, to be fair. Right, I was being silly there, not concentrating what I was doing. Let's mess that up. Where's our dozer? Deploy. Try that again, shall we, without getting too tight to the corner. I find this the reason this is so unstable is because you've got the bucket so high. But if you lower it manually, you then go on to low gear, so you go really slowly. But it's so easy to tip. And I know, admittedly, I went onto the rock. It was my own fault. But it does tip so easily because that bucket is so high. Okay. Follow this round. Port to river base failed again. And this time it's in the water. I think I'm going to take back what I said about the aero drivers and it's been really good. Sometimes they're idiots. But yeah, if this wasn't... If you can take the bucket lower without going on low gear and being really slow, this would be a lot easier to move around. It's just so unstable. And very reactive to steering. I think it's the most reactive vehicle we've driven so far when it comes to steering. Like that, even a tiny little movement is a big movement. And with a vehicle that's unstable anyway, it can be quite awkward. Okay, I think, was it a right turn here? No. Next right. We'll get back to our logs in due course. Okay. It should be easy to see the sand dune when we get to it. Hopefully we can flatten it. Or at least manoeuvre it a little bit. There we go. Here's the sand dune causing all the problems. So we found out previously we can actually move sand that we haven't put down. Although that's not moving any of it. I think I have to go manual. I think it's manual bucket actually. Manual. So we move the bucket ourselves now. Turn it to one side as well. Is it going to do it? It's not doing anything, is it? Worst comes to worst, I'll sit here with this and we'll manually push them over. See, it's in the ground, it's doing some ground terraforming there, although I may have just made that a lot worse looking like that. I don't want to make a hole, that's the thing. And you can see we do make a hole when we do that. I think that's a lot worse to be fair. Maybe a case we do our own sand and make a road. It feels like we're just making it worse. But no, it is moving. It's just not... Actually, that back bucket there smoothed out a lot. I wonder if that might help us there. Coming back, that's seen us smooth it out quite a bit. Okay, it's turned into a little bit of a hole though. Okay, I think that's actually made a difference. And it does look a lot smoother. So what we'll do, we'll park this up nearby just in case. If we have to give them a push, we'll give them a push. So let's get the route back up and running. It is... Find the route. No, no, no. That one. Okay, let's have a look. Obviously, the first two vehicles we know go over absolutely fine. I say absolutely fine, and we just made that a lot worse. Look at that. I think I might have made that worse. Because that's now got stuck. I think we made that worse. Yeah, that's not good. I think we made that a lot worse. Wow. It's gonna fail again. There's no point in pushing it. We made it a lot worse. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to put our own sand down. Because we made that a hell of a lot worse. Didn't think that'd be that bad, to be fair. Let's just try this left-hand side. You can see we are moving some of it. When it comes back, it does terraform as well. I think it's now too high there. Trying to make it smooth is not the simplest task, it seems. Slowly forward. All it's going to be is fairly level when they come across. I know it seems a bit of a climb currently. So I'm trying to pull some of the sand back. That kind of smoothed it out, you know. We'll give it one more go, and then if not, we'll put our own sand down. And maybe even tarmac it. Or asphalt it, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, we'll send them off one more time. I think we have made a difference there. We'll send them once more. If it doesn't work, we'll have to do our own sand. Let's go again. See what happens. Right, first one across easy. We didn't actually see it ourselves, did we? Where's the second one? Oh, they're actually starting after it. Sometimes it does that. Is that they're actually starting them off after it? Where's the wayfarers? There's one. As long as I can move, we're okay. Why is it not? Oh, it's just spinning its wheels. Can it go? I'll go push the other one as well. No, it can go. Okay, they're off. They had a little bit of an issue when they started, but they're okay for the minute. I'm not too sure what's going to happen when the route carries on after that first delivery. We may still have a problem, but we'll have to come back and deal with that in due course. Right, we can now get back to logging. Because they're nearly there. That's nearly done. Right, logging. We're here. And then there'll be a new main mission to do as well. So our log pile's over there. Log pile's there. There's a big tree here which we can take. It's the big one, I think. Because that's the wrong way round. I couldn't see where I was. There's a big tree. Where am I looking? I've gone the wrong way. There's a big tree behind us, essentially. And it being a big tree, I thought it'd be easy to spot, but I'm not. Oh, I think I know which one it is. It's one of these two over here. Objective complete. Solar station has been sent its bits.
Great job. The first batch of fares has arrived at the solar station. Now, if somebody could install them at the western side of the
Oh, we've got to install them now.
the eastern side with the rest of the fares arrive, well, I'd sure be grateful to that someone. And I definitely mention that someone's outstanding performance in my report. Don't you love going above and beyond?
Okay, so we've got to go. This tree's a pain, but we've got to go and install what they've just delivered, essentially. Can't get through where I want to go through. This tree's too heavy for the actual vehicle to move around with, hence why it's the way it is. It's also now stuck by a tree. Ah. I don't know what happens when you get stuck with a tree like this. Our turning circle isn't brilliant, I'll just, to be fair. Right. Fully back this way. It's stuck in another tree, I think. May just have to process it here, I think, because it's just stuck in another tree. Yeah, I think our best bet here then, let's move out the way and just process it here. Go for it. It's a shame you can't ask it not to drop it. But it will. Right, so there's a log there we're going to have to pick up. And I think that's all the logs in this area. Yeah, that's, see, no more glowing. We've got one there and one there. No more glowing here. I think he wants to make one pile here, but we'll have to make several piles, I don't know. But that was a nightmare. Although we can manoeuvre it a little bit. Come on. Keep going, keep going. There we go. It's near our pile at the very least. Okay, the route's found again to the solar station. There was always a chance that would. Same place? Yeah. Same place. So what we need to do is just see if we can fix this a little bit, because other vehicles are now going to have issues, and we obviously want the rewards, the full rewards, if we can. Let's try that. Let's see if I can manoeuvre this any more towards our pile, to be fair. Go around a little bit. It's there. not perfect, but it's there. Right, I think there's some trees to our right here. Kathy, good morning, how are you? Oh, we could put a marker down, to be fair. That's true. Happy to catch a live stream. Yeah, you're up early today, aren't you? How are you doing? Thank you for liking it all. That's appreciated. Hope your weekend was good. I'm not too bad. I'm pretty sure there was some green here, so there are some trees for us to take. So which ones are we allowed to have? Not that one. Oh, there's one to the right actually. Some trees we can actually drive over and they'll break, but some trees not so much. Right, there's one to the back over here I've just seen. Will this small one go down? Yeah. Okay, this one is actually... I think the last one was too heavy. I think that's why sometimes it doesn't carry it properly, is when they get too heavy. I still love the crayfish. I think this vehicle's brilliant. Okay, we know this is going to process to the right, so we need to make sure we're in the right place for the processor and dump it with the other two. I say dump. Put it nicely. Right, that should be fine there. Okay, it would have been alright, but they just decided to roll away a little bit. Come on, go back towards the pile. It's there. That's 3 of the 10. River Base Solar Station found again. I don't know if we're ever going to get this route 100% unless we just make a road there. What's the rewards? 3,600. You know what? Let's just quickly make a road. I'd rather do that than constantly having to keep stop because it won't work. Right, where's the refill sand points first and foremost? I'm in one, so I should be fine. And you know what? I am in one. We never activated, did we? And that isn't in one. Okay, we have to activate this sand quarry. We've got plenty of fuel. It's not the end of the world. Right. Well, we're going to quickly do a bit of asphalting just over that bit there, just so vehicles can travel on it. Otherwise, we'll have to keep coming back, and we try and max out the rewards on all the routes. I don't want to lose because we haven't bothered doing something. We still need 7 more trees. We know that. We've also now got another main mission we haven't looked at yet, which is solar panels. But the side missions did appear first, so we are going to try and get those done. All the vehicles for this job are nearby, so they won't have to travel far either. But yeah, we'll sand it, asphalt it. Hopefully I'll level it off more than it is already. Oh, I wonder why I could hear a truck behind me, and I couldn't work out why. It's actually the one doing the route. I'm tipping over, aren't I? I was lost loads of sand, but we'll fix that in a second. I was trying to get out the way of that one, and now... There we go, okay. Can I refill sand? Am I not in the... Oh, I'm just out of the radius of the quarry, that's annoying. I've lost quite a lot of my sand. I made it! It made it. Okay, I take it back. We don't need to make a road. That just made it over. Yeah, and Crazy Arsenal's happy. Pro League, good morning, how are you? We definitely dropped a bit of sand, yeah. But actually, we don't need to go and fix the route then with the sand because it made it. So we can hopefully ignore it until another one gets stuck. But yeah, we kind of dropped a bit of sand. Just a little. Right, back to trees then. We haven't looked at the main objective, have we? Breathe life into the solar station is the mission. Wow, there's 5 solar panels to deliver to different points to get the solar station back and running. But we'll focus on trees for the minute, as we need 7 more. If that fails again, we'll have to go and have another look. Right, greenery behind us here. So these little short stubby trees are the problem. They're the ones that affect us manoeuvring. Right, there's a tree there we can cut. Yeah, these short stubby ones, you can't run them over. They're pretty tough and they just stay in one place. Whereas some of the smaller trees, like that one there, you can actually knock down. But it is the short stubby ones that are the pain. Let's bring this back towards us. Should be able to get round to it here though. If there's one we want. I'm too far away. There we go. Phase was, yeah. You'll be a while before you're back to work fully, won't you? I forgot about the phase return. What is your phase return looking like, Crazy Iceman? Okay. Another log for a log pile. I'm still adamant I'm going to buy a new vehicle to deal with these logs. There's a cool looking logging vehicle that I want to have a look at. We haven't used yet. Right, that's 4 there. I might have to make a second pile somewhere else, I think. We need 10 in total. It's a lot of logs when you think about it. Right, there's a big tree here because these green areas are literally one tree. It seems. It's normally the big one. So there is a tree over here. I don't know if it's this first one or it's the one behind it. No, there's one. There we go. There's one here. Green? Can't tell if it's green or not. No. Oh, that not go green. Okay. There we go. Green now. But that might be the only tree we can actually do from this area, although there was some green here. That's what we're finding, it's about 1 tree per area. The smaller ones will fall down anyway if you touch them. So this is tree number 5. And we need 10 in total for this one. I'm not sure what the logs are going to be used for, to be fair. I can't remember the story behind the mission offhand. Okay, process that. That'll be number 5. Right, that's doing that. Yeah, the greenery's gone now. There's some green over this way. So I'm thinking I might make 2 piles. 7 weeks. Days, not hours. That's weird. You're right, that is unusual. 7-week phase return though, wow. Okay, so there's one, I might make a second pile here to be fair, because there's one to the right. Which one is it? It's not that first one. First one we can knock down. Ah, it's there in the middle. I suppose it's not too far, Joe. We'll just keep trying to make the same pile. I don't know if this vehicle I want to try out can do, how it can carry, or how far it can go really while it's got its jaws. So my plan may not work anyway. We may need to pick them up individually, but we'll try and keep them together in a pile as much as we can, I think. This is number 6. Go. I didn't realise I can move that while it's processing actually. I like the fact you can see the different types of logs as well. You can see the different trees that have been used. Okay, that is not, keep doing that. That's number 6. Four more needed. Okay. The greenery now gone. Yeah, so the greenery's now gone on this right hand side. There's a tree on here that we can have. I've got a feeling there's one to the left here. Yeah, there it is. It was green a second ago. No, it's not green. Come on, go green. There we go. Number 7. Logging takes a while, especially when you haven't got many logs in the same place. We haven't finished the, there's 3/3 to do for this map. Some have only got 2, some have got 3 main bits to do. We're still on the second bit. Which I thought we were going to get further than that today, but I'm not sure if we will. Right, log number 7. As I say, I don't even know if the vehicle I'm thinking of will actually work with what I want it to do. We'll see. I just wish all there was more logs closer together. It would make our life a little bit easier. But unfortunately, that's not the way it is. There isn't a massive amount of trees here anyway, to be fair, so I think we're lucky we've got some nearby to actually use. They could have been further afield, that's the thing. Right, the one on the roundabout's done, so there won't be anyone on the roundabout now, so it's actually this little bit here. I think there's one ahead of us here. I reckon that one's straight ahead will be one. Is that one of them? It is one of them. There we go. That's number 8. I still love the crayfish. I think this is one of the best vehicles we've driven, to be fair. There's no terrain at the minute that bothers it. The wheels are massive. And I think it's quite cool. It may be silly, but I just find it really cool. Another one for file number 8. So this is our 5th map. We've done the first. We've done about halfway through them. We've done the first 4 maps 100%, and this is our 5th one. How about you? Have you played yourself, Brody? Yeah, we've got 3 more maps to do, but this week is this is the only day we're streaming RoadCraft because we've got Death Stranding 2 tomorrow. So unfortunately this is the only day we're doing it this week, but there'll be more RoadCraft next week as well. Right, there's one on our left here, which I think will be the one on top of the hill. Yeah, that one there. I had a feeling it might be. So that's number 9. We need one more. One more log. You're into the 3 maps. Okay. What's the name of the map you're on currently? Because this is Sandswept. This is the bottom one of the 3 that you see together kind of thing. So I don't think it's facing the right way. There we go. Number 9. Oh, the top one. Okay. Yeah, we're on the bottom one of that group of 3. Oh, do you? I see. We do each map 100% before moving on. Yeah, I can't leave a map not done. It bugs me. Okay, there is another. We've got to get to this bit over here. There's another tree there. Should be able to go, and that's it. That's the last tree we need, or last log. And then we'll buy this vehicle that I want to try out and see if we can carry them all. So when it turns out to be a really bad idea, we should just use a crane. But yeah, I like using different vehicles and stuff, so we try and change when we can. Although the mule seems to be our go-to because of the crane it has. No, see, I can't. I have to. One there. Hang on, there's one there. Yeah, see, I can't do that. I have to finish these things. All showing green. There we go. Yeah, I can't do something that's partially done. Everyone has their own play style at the end of the day, though. Everyone has their own way of doing these things. You know, you probably complete missions differently to what I do. So yeah, everyone's different, aren't they? At the end of the day, as long as you enjoy yourself, that's the main thing. Okay, tree number 10. I do like also staying on the same map and finishing it, because that way you get to learn the map. And then by the time you learn the map, it's time to move on to a new one. 1 week, 1.5 day, that's it for the week. Second day, 2 half days. Wow. Yeah, that's going to be frustrating. Then the mule is a beast. Oh, absolutely, absolutely. That's why we've got two mules just for that reason, because we use it so much. Right, that is our 10 logs that we need for this mission. Let's move this out of the way, and then we'll go and buy this vehicle. I want to see if it works. I've got a feeling it won't. Or it won't at least carry them as far as we want it to, because these need delivering to our river base up here. So the vehicle I was thinking of isn't one we've used before. Hang on. They're new, aren't they? That's the one we were looking at before. Isn't that dump truck new? I haven't seen that dump truck, I don't think. It's on tracks. Interesting. Okay, so we've got the log grabber loader, which we haven't used yet. Tree harvester we have upgraded because we've got the crayfish. What I was looking for, where is it? Log grabber loader again, another one there. That's the tree harvester, the crayfish we've got. But the one I was looking at was the log grabber loader. This thing. Because obviously it's designed to scoop up the logs and carry them to a degree. Whether it'll be able to carry them as far as you want to, I don't know. But I want to give it a go as it's a vehicle we've not used. So let's grab the log grabber loader and see if we can use it to pick up these 10 logs we just did. It may be asking too much because it is designed to pick up logs and then deliver them, isn't it? But I like the look of it. Yes, yeah, obviously we're going to try and finish them as we go. You usually want to rip a truck, did you? Okay. So the plan is Death Stranding, everything's kind of come at the same time, which has really messed up the way we normally do things. So the plan is Death Stranding 2, RoadCraft will still be going on. The side missions on Assassin's Creed will try and fit in as well. If we can't fit in, we'll just have to wait. But it's only side stuff and trophies if we go for them on Assassin's Creed to do. That could potentially wait until the DLC releases, because the DLC is meant to release in a month or two. So Assassin's Creed could potentially wait for that. We need to go back and finish the DLC to Elden Ring at some point, but that'll be after Death Stranding. RoadCraft we're going to try and fit in as we go as much as possible. And we've also got the DLC to Star Wars Outlaws to do. The second DLC's been released and we've just not had a chance to get to it. Plus you guys also need to vote again on what's going to come next after Death Stranding, but we've got so many little things to do to finish off first. Yeah, it's all... At the minute, fitting it in is going to be a nightmare, but also we're not far away from these school holidays, these summer ones, which is a 6-week period. Oh, I don't know how much I can stream. I've just got myself stuck. My claws have gone into a rock and now I can't move. Can't open my claws. I steered too quickly and it's gone into a rock. And now that's properly stuck. Alright. Let's try that again, shall we? I did say today's not gone exactly very well for us. We've messed up. We've not messed up, but things have gone wrong quite a lot. So one thing I will say straight away with this, the dozer that is very quick on steering, very sensitive. This is very similar in sensitivity on steering. So we've got to be a bit careful when it comes to steering, as we just found out. So got to be a bit slow around them corners. It's just as bad as the dozer is. But let's be a bit careful this time. I don't quite know how we got stuck in the rock, but there we go. Right, our pile of logs is over this way. Don't necessarily lift it up slightly just to stop the happening. Right, I don't know how many this will grab at once. We'll see what we can do. They're not quite all in one pile, unfortunately. Floor control. That tilts. How do we open the claw? Ah. Okay. So that tilts. I don't really know if we need it tilted to start with. suppose we just need it that, don't we? Is that, can we get, I'd say I can't get underneath them, so we do need to tilt it then because we can't get underneath them. That's as low as that goes. Okay, well, come out. We got some of them. Okay, that wasn't too bad, to be fair. I don't know if this will be any quicker than actually taking a truck, loading them on the back and then delivering them. I don't know if this is quicker or longer, but it works. So first 3 we've got on board, and there's enough width here to actually not worry about them catching on the rocks, and it seems to have enough oomph in it to get up the hill, which was a bonus. He's catching lid on the rocks there, that's my fault. But yeah, it's got enough power to get up the hills, and we need to place these over here. I would have liked to grab more for sure, but that's not too bad. About this place, I'll see you tomorrow for this one too. Yeah, no worries, Crazy Irishman. Thank you for joining us, very much appreciated. Enjoy the rest of your day. Hope Hockey Health goes okay, and yes, we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks, Crazy Irishman. Right, let's get these delivered. Okay, I'm just got to get used to this floor control. Just going to drive reverse out. There we go, first 3 in. I think that worked really well, to be fair. I was quite impressed with that. And plus it's a new vehicle, I like new vehicles to use. Okay, 7 more to go. Just got to be a bit more careful on these corners, to be fair. It probably, I don't know, I think with a crane it would probably be a little bit quicker, but using something different for once is always fun. It's actually got a bit of speed to this as well, it's just sensitive. Right, obviously there's one over the side there we kind of need to come back for, unless we can get it to go with the others. See if we can manoeuvre it to go with the others. There's a small one to the left that's going to be a pain, I think, as well. Come back. I don't really want to pick it up, I just want to get it with the rest of it if we can. That's as low as that can go, isn't it? I need to watch some front wheels. How many are we going to grab here? Oh, that's not bad. I think that's 4. Okay, that's 4, I think. Yeah, and there's 3 to come back for. So I'm just trying to not move these 2 that far. So there will be 3 more to come back for. If we can get them into one pile, that'd be even better. We'll have a look at that when we come back. So 3 journeys essentially. I don't think it's too bad. Up the hill. Admittedly, if this was further away, we wouldn't be able to use this. We'd have to use something else. And there's plenty of cranes and things to use, designed for the logs. Though we've used the mule before that isn't designed for logs and work fine. You don't have to use a designed crane, essentially. You can use any crane. Okay. Here we go, let's put them in. There we go, 7 delivered. 3 to go. I really want to get these last 3 in one if we can. It's just going to be a bit of manoeuvring to get that other one to go in with the other 2, I think. We'll try our best to get all 3 in one shot. And that's this mission then complete. We've got one more side mission before we do the main one, mainly because it was there first, and that's the valves at the port we need to sort out. There's 2 valves there that need replacing. We have got a big crane there. I don't know if we could use the big crane and just drive with them on it potentially. Not sure, we'll have to have a look at that. Right, what do we got? 1 here. The other 2 are together over there, aren't they? Okay. I need to manoeuvre this one with them, ideally. Right. I was catching the floor and it won't go forward. Too high. But if we go too low, it'll mean the front wheels come off the floor. Okay, floor control, tilt down, not that much. That might help. Just need to get this one to go across. Okay, I don't know if I can pick it up in the middle, I may grab all of them potentially, which is what I want. I think we might be tilted too much because obviously we're now tilted into the floor. That final one, I don't know if it's in enough. Did he get it? Ah, I got 2. That final one there. We got all 3. We have got all 3. Not fantastically, but they're there. Okay. Hopefully we don't drop one on the way. It's not the safest way of taking them, I must admit, but we got them all. Yeah, so was using the mule at the port. If we can try and use the big crane that's already there, potentially, that would save us a bit of time, I think. Although we've only got about half an hour of today's stream left anyway. I'd like to get the port mission done at the very least. I just barely got, I know, that one on the right, it looked like it's going to fall out any minute. Try not to bounce too much. We've only, if we find them naturally, I've not really looked for them. We've found, there's one, I've already got one at this base here that we found, and I've only found one on another map. I'm not going out my way to look for them, but if we find them, we'll pick them up. I won't sell them though. We'll just pick them up, so we've got them that way. What about you? Have you found all the toy trucks that you've come across so far? There's also 2 barrels per map, isn't there? That I've not even looked for, to be fair. Right, I'm hoping I might need some manoeuvring here to get these to stay. Why does that count as 9? 8. There's not 8 there, there's 10. Okay, that one there. Why is it saying 8? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There is one missing. And that's not, we're missing a log somehow. I thought we had the right amount, but for some reason we're missing a log. And one of those isn't counting. I think that one's not counting because it's out. But yeah, for some reason we're missing a log. There's 9. Your Markham sold a couple of things, feels like the money stacks nicely. Oh yeah, no, I get that. I just don't go away looking for them, to be fair. We have missed a log. Did we? There's no logs that... Did we really miscount? We must have really miscounted. Okay, we'll solve that then. I've got a way of solving this fairly quickly. You're there. I've just noticed where we can get one really quickly from. Where's the crayfish? The crayfish, retain, deploy. Save driving all the way back up here. Yeah, so there's 9 in there now. We need one more, but I must have miscounted. I was adamant we had 10. But it's okay. There is one up here we can cut down quickly and put in place. I was sure we had 10 though. But I must have miscounted. But I manually counted them when I was looking down a minute ago, and there was definitely only 9 there. So I messed up somewhere. Right, this big tree here is cuttable, shall we say. There we go, that is cut. Okay, let's watch out for the vehicle going. And then we'll get this to drop it, once it's processed, to drop itself into that gap. And then that's mission complete. So it will drop it once it's processed on the right hand side. Hopefully it's inbounds, it may need to manoeuvre it, I don't know. We'll see in a second. There we go, mission complete. That is that completed.
Looking at all the distance you just covered there got me thinking again. I know we're not doing that much in the grand scheme of things. I just sit here and help you help folks. But what could really be better than this? Makes me feel like we're both doing something useful. Feels good, don't it?
We did have 10 there already. That one there is still there, which means it didn't count. So we did have 10 logs. It just one didn't count. Well, we did it in the end. That's the main thing. But yeah, there is one left over, which means we did have 10. I didn't miscount then. Okay, next. Sewage valves. This is our next port of call. So these over here, there's 2 to pick up to replace the 2 here. Now my wondering is, can we do this with the big crane without bringing the mule over? Is that a waste of time though? Because otherwise we can bring the mule over, load one, drive round, do it, come back. Whereas the big crane potentially can drive with one of these on it, essentially. Yeah, I don't know why one didn't count. There we go, it happens. And then that opens. We haven't sold a single item so far, which we really should. It's part of the game. So I think we'll look at selling something once we've done this mission. Probably one of the big things out around here, to be fair. There's plenty of yellow things nearby that can be sold. Okay. Seeing the best way of getting to these. I think we can we squeeze through there? I think we can. I don't know actually if we can squeeze through there. Otherwise we have to go further around. Will we fit? Oh, it's going to be tight. I've got a handbrake on for a start. Always forget to take handbrake off. Yeah, we fit. Okay, what are these valves? These are what we need to pick up. This is what I mean. I think we can carry these on the big crane and just do it that way. The only issue I've got is we can't get through the fence. I don't think it's a fence you can knock down. No. So where is the out? Do we have to go all the way around every time? And through? I think we have to go all the way around and through. Forklifts are worth $5 grand. Wow. Yeah, that's a lot. So my thinking is, we basically put one on. We're big enough it's not going to tip us over. That's the thing. It's never going to tip. Because we're too big for that. It will swing around a little bit. We've got 2 valves to replace. And this just saves us bringing over the mule, loading one. I don't think we get 2 in the back of the mule, to be fair. So we don't, yeah, if we couldn't get 2 in the back, we'd only be able to load 1 at a time anyway. But there's plenty of Yellowstone. We haven't sold a single thing in game yet. And yet there's loads of stuff around the port that can be sold once it's back up and running, which will be after these 2 valves are done. And now we've drained the oil, it is just a straight route through. I wonder if I can pick up the other valve a bit easier from this side. I don't know if we can or not. I think we probably could, to be fair. I think we could get down there and pick that up without having to go drive all the way around. Might do that in a minute, just to save us a bit of time. Well, you can, do this with the mule? Oh yeah, you probably could do it with the mule, but to drive the mule here would take time. We already had the big crane here. So I just thought, well, let's try and utilise what's already here. I think we can pick the other one up as well without going all the way back. I'm not even going to put the anchors out. First one done. We've got 20 minutes of the stream left. I don't know how much more we can get done today, but we've got 20 minutes left. I don't think we've got all the solar panels in place. There's a lot of solar panels to do. I don't know how big or heavy they are either. That's our next main mission, is the solar panels. There's 5 you've got to do, which will then get the power up and running over there. And then I think we'll transfer the power somewhere else. But I'm thinking we can go over the fence to grab this. Oh yeah, no, I knew you could do it. We've carried things like that before. It's not like we haven't carried something that size before. In fact, we've carried one of those before. It's just been a waste one. So yeah, we know we can do it. It's just a case of the mule's nowhere, not nearby. Can I pick it up from here? Yeah, we can pick it up from here. Easy peasy. Saves us going round. Have I done 2 valves? Well, yes, it was scrap metal. It's a pain in the butt to kind of get on there. We had, I think it was 2 valves and some more and some scrap beams or something. It wasn't the best load in the world. Let's give it that way. But we managed it in the end. Right. Going down this hill is the only issue. Slowly does it. Yeah, we balanced a few things before. Tractor, I'm about to balance that on things. What's the whole game? I don't know how close we are leveling up, because there's more vehicles as well once we level up. I don't know which one's the next to unlock, but there's a few more, I think. I bet there's no, not another semi-trailer, another vehicle like Wayfarer, annoyingly. Oh, okay, I'm a little bit too high. Back. Yeah, we got a bit caught up there. I can't reverse because it's glitched us through. That's... I don't think I'm able to bring it high enough to get it back over. I need to drive forward. Drop down. There we go. Right, I need that. It's kind of glitched where the actual thing is. So what I need to do, I was trying to get it over, and then we'll go low and under. I wasn't paying attention to what was above us there, and I should have done. There we go. We reverse. There we go. Perfect. Slight error of judgment there. We got round it. Okay, the old valve here needs to come out first. We'll grab that one again in a sec. Just got to get the old one out. There we go. Shouldn't really have anchors down, shouldn't we, really? It's not heavy enough to worry too much. It's also turn it around. It's the wrong way round. There we go. Mission complete. And that also means the construction depot is now up and running.
You replaced those valves like a true pro. Judging by how happy the Port Authority is, no time to rest on your laurels, though. It appears some of the oil tanks from the depot across the river have sprung a few leaks. Could you grab them and drag them to the port before anyone notices?
What do you mean that's the whole game, Pro League? I don't know what you mean. Okay, so a new side object, take the beach fuel tanks to the port. Where are they? They're here. Oh, there's one there, and there's one there. So that mission has just showed up, so that mission comes after the main mission, which is this one. Breathe life into the solar station. Now, 5 solar panels to pick up, and then place down in 5 different places. I don't know what they're like, the solar panels. Obviously, the mules out would be the first vehicle you think of to do this. I don't know, mule's here, isn't it? And I think we'll take the mule there and see. I'm hoping the mule's big enough to carry them. It could be they're too big and we actually have to get something else to carry them. But we shall see. Now we've got about 15 minutes left of the stream. We'll see how many of these we get done. I don't think we'll get them all done today, unfortunately, but we'll see. I may extend by 5-10 minutes, but it means we can get all of these solar panels done, because I think that's the second part of the 3 done of this map. It'd be nice to, you know, finish today after that way we started, with a nice finish point, essentially, ready for next time. But yeah, I don't know how easy this will be, to be fair. It sounds simple, but the jobs that sound simple generally aren't as simple as you think. I don't like it staying to me further. Yeah, it does annoy me, to be fair, but I've kind of ignored it. That one's still operational. That one's needs maintenance, but it's all finished. The thing is, you clear the whole route if you do that. That's why I've left them. But yeah, I think all the ones that have failed, we've got all the... Oh no, that one hasn't. When did that fail? Try that one again. That one's all rewards. Yeah, I do. Sometimes I cancel them. Sometimes I leave them. It's one of those, really. It does annoy me. I've gone the wrong way, haven't I? No, I haven't gone the wrong way. It annoys me seeing as he thinks I need to deal with it, but at the same time, I kind of just leave it there because I can't be bothered dealing with it. Also, yeah, I get that. Also, when you do onto the main menu and you see how many infrastructure jobs you've done, if they're cancelled, they don't count. And although 100% of the map, you only need to do all the main missions and sign 100% of the map. The infrastructure missions don't count. I hate seeing it say 0. So as long as they're still active, it won't be a 0. Are they down or up? Down. But if you cancel them and they're not active, they count as 0 on there. And I hate seeing that 0. It makes me feel like I've missed something. Okay, these are quite long. I think they'll fit. Can we load all 5? That's the big question. Can we get all 5 in one? That would be amazing if we could. I'm hoping there's no way of damaging these either. Because we could easily damage these if we're not careful. Right, spin round. More to the left. Yeah. One in. I think we can carry all 5 and do this in one. By the looks of things. It looks doable in one. But yeah, the whole game is to see, is to go to these areas that have been affected by different things and help them get back on their feet. That's the whole game, Pro League. That's the whole point, is to try and just help these communities get back on their feet after earthquakes and storms and things like that. So building roads, deliveries. There we go, number 2. I assume you knew that before you started playing the game, Pro League, that was the point of the game. I didn't really want that to flip over. Okay. I don't know if that's going to be an issue. Oh yeah, yeah. Will it flip? It won't flip. That should be okay to deliver that. Yeah, well, you don't have to overload. Obviously, if you don't overload yourself, you know, it just takes longer. But yeah, you don't have to overload yourself, though. You can, you know, do it in 2 deliveries rather than 1. I think it just depends on your playstyle and how you want to do it. Yeah, it's all just your playstyle, isn't it? At the end of the day. You know, I don't always risk it. I will have a look and see if it's worth the risk, and sometimes it's just not. Right, why have we only got 4 when there's 5 to do? Oh, the other one's the big unit. That's why. Okay, I don't know where the unit's going. I may have to try and see where that is. If it's near the first one, we may try and get that on top of these. Okay. Solar panels are all on board. Oh, that one is that on the edge? No, it's in. It's fine. Yeah, I don't need a load. I can still flip over. Teleport loads, really? How do you teleport? I couldn't. That destroyed the game for me if I started teleporting things. Right, this here. We just need to know where this one needs to go. Okay, so the big one is going there. So, do we do that first and get that on board as well? I think so. Let's get the big on board as well. I think he'll just have to be a bit careful once it's on board. So I need that. Like that. Bring this across. Because of the crane. That is as high as we can go, isn't it, there? To be fair, we can actually do it sideways if I can't get this to go on long ways. Because the crane's going to be a little bit in the way there. Oh, actually. It swings a bit more. Okay, can we strap it? We can strap it. Can we fold crane? Yes. Anchors away. Right, so the first one we need to go is up here. Which is up this first sand slope. It's not the best way of doing a load, but I'm trying to save a bit of time. You've seen that as well, have you, Kappa? What? Teleporting a load. If you could teleport a load, that'd just take the basis out of the game, wouldn't it? Don't do that. Don't go over that. Come on. Change camera. Left. Come on, mule. Let's see how. Let's show us everyone how good you are, as always. To be fair, once the big thing is done, we'll be quite stable again. The solar panels themselves are quite small. Well, not small, but they're lightweight compared. Okay, let's just get into a decent position to deliver this. Thought river base failed. We'll deal with that in a minute. Not overly worried at the minute. Don't know if I've gone close enough to reach, but I just wanted to actually get it off first. Might not even reach, to be fair, from here. Yeah, I did think it might be a problem. Come on. That's as close as we can get it for the minute. Can I get it even on there? Yeah, because I don't watch anyone else play whatever games we're doing at the minute. I've not seen or heard anything. Come on. Close I'm getting it for the minute. It's literally a touch away. Okay. Anchors. We are up the side here. I should now be able to put it on in place. I don't want to be too high really if I can avoid it. Well, that just moved me. To be fair, it hasn't got to go far, has it? That's the thing. Although, I don't think we've got the power. No, we're going backwards, look. We're too far away to actually make him move. I can't move the crane. It's too heavy. But as far as you go materials. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's not something I'd do, to be fair. If it takes the realism out of the game, I just don't see the point. This is at such an angle, that's the problem we're having. What we need to do is either put it back on board and then go up here like this. Potentially. I don't know if I can pull it from where we are now. Might be a case I can pull it enough to get it closer. This is where we should have gone originally when we had it on board. There we go. It's not the ideal way of doing it. Hopefully I've not damaged their equipment. But we can spin it round. Job done. Okay, first one done. Solar panels next. I don't think it matters which one goes where, does it? Or does it? Does it matter which solar panel goes where? That's the question. Because if it does, I may have to unload one to get another one out. Right, where we got? So there's one right here. I've got 4 panels on board, and I can only see I see markers there. There we go. Hang on. So there's one there, 2 together there, and 1 over there. I'm hoping it doesn't matter which one goes into which. No, I'm good. I don't need to know how. Thank you. It's not something I'd use. If anything, it'd just take the realism out. But yeah, I generally don't watch or read anything to do with whatever game we're playing. I try and do everything as blind as possible, so we don't, things like I just won't hear about until afterwards. Right, we've got one here to. Do we do that one first? That one's there. I think we can drop it in from above, and then come back out and go and do the 3 up there. I'm going to extend the stream a little bit today just to finish off this mission, and then because I want to, we're kind of nearly done anyway for this one. I might as well try and finish off the mission if we can. Does it matter which one goes in where is the question. I'm hoping it doesn't. Mainly because if it does, I've got to unload each one until we get it right, obviously, in terms of which one's going where. Are we close enough? I really thought we'd be close enough, but I don't think we are. I know we are. Oh no! Dropped it. It did go green. It's a very slight touch. And normally I would like to be closer for it to count. Come on. It flashed green a minute ago. I can't get any closer from where I am though, that's the annoying thing. You gonna go green or do I have to move? No, I've dropped it again. It went green. I've got to try and time the green. Otherwise I've got to move. And I'd like to not have to go down there and avoid it. And normally I would be a lot closer. Alright, bring this up. Spin it round. Come on. There we go. First one done. A little bit on the dodgy side, but it's done. Free to go before we finish for today. And as I say, we won't be back this week for any more RoadCraft. It'll be next week. We'll be back in RoadCraft. That's why I kind of want to get this mission done today. It's done. It'd be weird not actually driving around, to be fair. Although we don't know what's going to happen tomorrow with Death Stranding, to be honest. Right, how do we get up here is the question. Is it there? I hadn't thought about that. How do we... We've never been up there, have we? That's the question. I don't know if there's a pathway that way. I thought it was fairly simple to get up there. Actually, I wonder if we go up here. On the right hand side. I don't know how that slope is. It looks awkward. I don't even know if it matters strapping them down, to be fair. It's only if we fall out I suppose it matters. Come on. You've got the power. You're all good. Drive through the middle of these. There we go. Imagine how much all these solar panels cost to set up if it was a proper solar panel place. It'd be an absolute fortune. Right, through the middle. And then there should be, what we saw was a slight drop down. That's not really a slight drop down that we saw on the map, but that's why the map can be very deceiving sometimes. That's more than a slight drop. Slowly does it, slowly does it. Slow. Okay, we're okay. Right, let's get these solar panels done. And straps. Three solar panels to deliver. I'm used to it in a lot of games, to be fair. It doesn't bother me. Job done there. 2 to go. Over there. Can I get through the gap, or do I need to go round? I don't know if I can drive between them then once. Oh, anchors are still down. There you go. Can we get through that gap like we did before, or is that too small this time? I think it's going to be tight. Oh yeah, I don't see the issue. I know obviously construction simulator and things like that, you are the person you can walk around as, and a lot of people are saying they'd rather that, but I'm happy with it personally. What about yourself? How do you find it? I think there's enough choice of camera to manoeuvre and so you can see what you need to see, to be fair. I'm just trying to get... I don't want to be in the way of when we put them in, but I also want to be in a decent position. Right, 2 of these and then that's job done. And that'll be us as well for today. Let's get these in and see what it says afterwards, because it'll be, I think, a bit more of the story element once these 2 are in place. I want it in the second one if I can. Come on. I want just the second one ideally. There we go. 1 to go. You try no hood. Yeah, I get that. To be fair, in most games we don't have it tell us where to go. We have to figure out via clues and stuff. It's a bit different with this though, I think. Right, that is done. Have we not done? Oh, there's more. So, although we've done the first load, there is more. There's now a load more appeared. So we're not going to be finishing this off today. I thought that would be that job's done. Happy days. No, there's now a load more solar panels to deliver to 3 other places. So unfortunately, we're not going to be able to finish this fully today. We're not going to breathe life back into solar stations. We are out of time, unfortunately. But we've managed to get quite a bit done. The port is now back up and running. Boats are now coming in with deliveries at the same time. And we have done half of what we need to do by looks of things for the solar station. And it looks like next time we'll be finishing this off to get the solar station up and running, at the very least. There's me thinking, oh, we can get it done. No, I should have read the whole thing a bit better. But that is it for today. We are finished for this morning. If you haven't seen the schedule for this week, the schedule went out yesterday. There's a schedule video under videos. And there's also a live stream post on our community page saying all of our live stream times this week. We started the day on 51% on Sandswept. It is now 65%. 19 of 30 main objectives and 9 of 13 side. We're getting there. I think the solar panel station, once it's up and running, that second bit will fill in, and then we'll be on the last part of the map missions. I believe that's the way it looks to me. But I think we're doing all right. It's a decent pace. Kathy, thank you for joining us. Much appreciated. But that is it. Tomorrow we begin Death Stranding 2. We've got 2 days early access after paying a little bit extra, as we generally always do. So Death Stranding will be tomorrow. RoadCraft isn't finished though. It will be back next week. And that's it. A massive thank you to you guys. Thank you, Pro League, for joining us. Nice to meet you. We're back tomorrow morning as we begin Death Stranding 2. But until then, enjoy the rest of your day. And we'll see you in a live stream very soon. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.